John Bentley.
Yo, what's up, Cowboys gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck, Cowboys Up. As you see, I got my guy Nick's with me, man. What's going on, bro?
Man, you know what? I've been coming on the show for a while now. We crossplay. You know how we do.
Right.
You know what though? One thing I never talked about, boy. Right there at the end, when that music switches up right before we go live, but that bass drop though,
Yeah,
boy, I like it. I like it a lot.
That beat's kind of heavy, man. Like I found that beat, I was like, oh, yeah, this is that one, man. So back in my prime, man, I used to. Just a little dabble. Just do a little bit, man. So I heard that beat. I was like, that's the one, man. So what's up, bro? So me and my guy Nick, we were texting back and forth. We're getting ready to watch the fight. We were like, you know what? Let's go on, watch the fight, talk about some Cowboys football, because as we always know, it's never a dead day when it comes to Cowboys news. So we're talking about a little Cowboys football. And as y'all see, if you follow me on Instagram and also on Twitter, man, I've been getting into, some card collecting, man, but I've been afraid to open these packs. But I got a few packs here sitting right now, man. I might open a few on cam, see if the Cowboys fan can bring me some good luck. But also, though, Nick, shouts out to my guy Matt Folks. He is a Vikings guy. We did a collab when we played the Vikings, and Cowboys actually came through for me, surprisingly. He wants me to make the draft pick on the behalf of Dallas Cowboys and Cowboys Nation. And I would be remiss if I don't make that pick along with you to my side, because there's some interesting people still left on the board. So I think it's only right that both of us make that pick on the behalf of Cowboys Nation. What do you say?
I mean, we per hour we convert one. So absolutely.
All right. So let's make that pick, man. Shout out to my guy, Matt, man. Definitely check out his channel, man. But if you tune into my channel for the first time, Cowboys fans only on YouTube, comment, like, subscribe, somewhere down there. And then also follow me on Twitter at JTuck151, man. Give me a thumbs up, likes, turn on the notification bell, all that stuff. Also check out my guy, Nick's This Way on the Star Gang podcast on YouTube. Let's get those likes and subscribes up, man. And also join the Facebook group, man. So, Nick, we were talking off cam. Interesting topic just popped up today about Matthew Stafford possibly being done in Detroit. And we talked. I was like, nah, no Cowboys fans gonna really go there. It's Matthew Stafford. And
you underestimated Cowboys Nation.
I did, man. I gave Cowboys Nation a little bit more credit than I expected, man. But we are here. I'm already seeing the birds chirp possibly about trading Dak Prescott to Detroit for Matthew Stafford. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna let
yeah,
you have this one, man, because
yeah,
I just don't get it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll have
Yeah,
at it, man.
yeah. Well, since the Mr. Skull is in the building, I do wonder, would he like to swap out my favorite cousins over there for Mr. Stafford? Neither here nor there. I know they just gave him a bag, but interesting talk. I like this. I like this from Tyron Church in the building saying Cowboys needs to sign Dak to a 4-year. I don't know, 4-year, 160, 136 guarantee. Hey, I don't really care what the numbers are, right? Let's just get it done.
Right,
But that's
right,
music to my ears. Man, as soon as I saw it break, and hey, they've come to look. This isn't the ugly break, right? This is a
right.
hey, we've talked, we decided, they're rebuilding. I'm going in a different direction. They're going to let me go, and this is going to move quickly now,
Right.
because 5 days after the new league year, which will be in March sometime,
Right.
he's due a $10 million bonus. So this isn't something that's going to drag out for a while.
It
This
was
is going to
coming
happen pretty quickly. But as soon as I saw the news from Adam Schefter and he was talking about it, I said, man, I put up the old Game of Thrones, brace yourself. Here comes God when I happen. Because here's the thing, and here's what I know. They were trying to get rid of Dak for Andy Dalton last year in parts of Cowboys Nation.
Right.
Now you're talking about Matthew. Now you're talking about Matthew Stafford, the hometown kid, is available and going to be cheaper. So of course, there's going to be pockets of Cowboys Nation that said, okay, well, Andy Dalton couldn't do it. So, but Matthew Stafford, though, yes, because their favorite jersey is cap space.
Right, right. Cap space, cap space, cap space. But honestly, y'all, no. I'm just gonna come out flat out and say, I would say honestly, no to Matt Stafford. And this is no knock to Matt Stafford, man. He's a legit guy. He's had a great career, but he's no Dak Prescott. There's levels when it comes between the two. Shouts out to my guy, Big Game James. But I'm about to say a no to Matt Stafford, man. I think there's another team. I think there might be another team in Texas that might be interested in bringing in Matt Stafford if they move on for their quarterback. And when it comes to Deshaun Watson, because there's rumors kind of floating, maybe Deshaun Watson wants to go to the Jets.
Jets.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess he's
the word. Yeah, Jets won Miami too. What's the Big Apple?
Yeah, so I mean, if that's the case, I can see maybe the Texans, maybe the Colts would make a move for Matt Stafford. I don't know, but it's not Dallas, y'all. It's just not. It's just not Dallas. Like I said, we had this conversation the other night after I watched the Romo series. Man, I don't know where the Dak Prescott hate really comes from, but for some reason, Cowboys fans, you have to understand and be realistic that Matt Stafford and Dak Prescott are completely two different animals, man. And we really can't. I mean, maybe I think it's because a lot of fans saw that how we were able to perform this year with Andy Dalton as different quarterbacks. But it's different, y'all. If we would have had our quarterback, things would have been a lot different in Dallas, man. So stop this narrative that Dak is just replaceable and you just toss anybody in there and get the same results, because that's definitely not the case. So yeah, Jacksonville. No, I don't think he's going to Jacksonville. Shout out to my guy Mark, man, huge Houston Texans fan. They have some quarterback controversy, man. So if I had to put money on it, I would think that maybe Stafford would be the play for the Houston Texans, man. But like I said, he's no Dak Prescott, y'all. So cut that idea out, because like I said, me and Nick were texting back and forth. He's like, "Oh man, Cowboys Nation going to be rumbling. They're going to think about bringing in Matthew Stafford and replacing Dak." I was like, "Nah, ain't no way." But yeah, that's another good place, Tyrone. Like possibly the Patriots. The Patriots might be a good place for Matthew Stafford.
Colts. I think Colts.
Yeah.
I mean, the Colts spent $46 million on two quarterbacks last year. They're and one's out the door. He retired. It was a 1-year deal. Man, shout out to Mendoza, Big Game James. Yeah, man. I've been battling the COVID. I'm 14 days past. Thursday started making the upturn, and I'm definitely headed in the right direction now. So I appreciate the shout out and the thoughts and the prayers from everybody, Cowboys Nation, battling back. But another 49ers, right? 49ers, right. Because they're only on the hook for $2.3 million of Garoppolo's deal that can free up about $20 million. So I think it's the Niners. I think the Washington football team, Matt Rule. They did just hire Matthew Stafford's quarterback coach for the past 2 years. They could be in play if he wants to play with them. To me, what I look at when we look at across the lay of the land, Stafford's 33. He'll be 33, I think, like next week. He's 33 before next season.
Right.
And at this point, if he wants to go somewhere, he wants to go somewhere and compete for a championship. So I'm going to kind of look at those teams. The Colts are ready, right? They're in the playoffs this year, so I think they're ready to go. So you can look at the Colts. I think you circled them. I think it's a big circle. The 49ers fit the bill as well, as we're talking about these teams that need a quarterback. So they would be in that search as well. We start talking about like the Bears and whatnot. A little iffy for me there. The Bears and the Texans and Saints, perhaps. Now the Saints are a little cash strapped, and they're kind of on the Winston train is the word, but we got to wait and see what happens there. I think Jacksonville's off the board. So yeah, I look at teams. Are the Patriots a contender with Matt Stafford right away? I don't know. That's a pretty tough division. They're missing some things. So Washington football team with that, I mean, they got some pieces. The defense is ready. Right. So to me, the top three teams that are maybe a quarterback away are the Washington football team, the Colts, and the 49ers. And of course, if I'm Matthew Stafford, I'm not leaving Detroit to go to a bad situation, right? Like this is amicable between the two, and they're going to work it out to send him to a place that he wants to go and has a chance to compete. And I'm sure the Lions would love for it to be in the AFC, not the NFC.
Right. So do you think that at this point in his career that Matthew Stafford is still a starting caliber quarterback, or is he kind of fading like Dalton at this point, and maybe he possibly be a backup, maybe a starter, just depending on the right situation?
I think Stafford, I mean, he's not a top 10 guy. I think he's a fringe. I think he's fringe top 15. I mean, I think he's definitely, if we go across the board, he's probably in that 15 range, top 15, So, he can get the job done. For sure, in my opinion. Pittsburgh's another. I'll see that from Allen. They did just sign, Dwayne Haskins. I don't know what they're wanting to do there, and we don't really know what's going to happen with the money with Big Ben because he's $40 million on the cap for next year. Obviously, he needs a little help. He's still able enough to. He's not Tom Brady. He's not a statue in the pocket. Let's be clear, right? He can maneuver around in the pocket a little bit. He does need some offensive line help. That's right. So no, I'm going to start in this league now. Phillip Rivers played behind that line. That's all I need to know. If Phillip Rivers can play behind that line with the Colts, Matthew Stafford will be just okay behind that line because, Phillip Rivers ain't going nowhere, Right. So, yeah, no, he's a starter for the right team. How long is he going to be effective? 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? I think if you go get Matthew Stafford, I think you get a good 2 to 3 years for sure, and then we'll see from there. But he has been nicked up here and there. Let's be clear about that as well, too. He has been hurt.
Right, yeah, and the Colts can't bring in Matthew Stafford, man, because we got a plan to get the Colts their quarterback, man. So the Colts want their quarterback. They're going to have to come up and talk to Jerry on the phone on draft day. They can come up and get their guy. We can move back, get a few extra picks, and make some moves when it comes to that.
Bears will still have to come up at 20. It's okay. Bears will still have to come up.
Someone's going to come up, man. So me and Nick's are working this thing out. So speaking of the draft, like I said, my guy, Matt, from the One Bar and Lumpkins show, great Vikings content creators. So they've been going around the NFL. They having content creators around the league make their draft pick for their team. In Cowboys Nation, we are on the board. Before we make this pick, I want to let you know who's off the board. All right.
Okay. So first 9 picks. All right. Let's go.
The first pick. So we're gonna get this draft talk, and me and my guy Nick are gonna make the pick on behalf of Cowboys Nation. So the Jags, they took Trevor Lawrence.
Fair enough.
Jets took Zach Wilson.
Oh, okay. All
right. Miami has taken Devontae Smith.
Oh, okay.
Atlanta took Justin Fields. And then Cincinnati took Jamar Chase.
Wow, that's wow. They didn't go offensive line. Their quarterback just got hurt. They didn't take offensive line. Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
Give him a weapon. So Philly took Parsons. And then Detroit took Lance.
Ooh. Boy, all the QBs gone. What about the Panthers?
I don't think I have the Panthers yet.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't think he sent me the Panthers.
Okay.
But we gonna say the Panthers. Let's say where would the Panthers probably go? Because all the quarterbacks are off the board. but they probably shift.
You know what? Don't take Surtain. Don't take Surtain.
Yeah, they take Surtain.
Panthers will take Surtain.
Yeah. So actually,
or maybe offensive lineman. Give him the offensive lineman. Give him Sewell.
Offensive lineman. So chat, go ahead and let me know who your guys' pick is, and then me and Nick's are going to make our pick, right? But I know. Good. Yeah, we're
pretty good.
We're at 10.
It's looking pretty good.
A few good guys on the board. You know,
couple.
It's a couple good guys on the board left. So I see my guy Michael. He's saying trade back, team trade back. And we spoke about team trade back. Yeah, possibly. Let's see. Tyrone says I do too, but Farley's speed is better than JC Horn. Yeah,
but that back though. And team opt-out.
Yeah. I feel more comfortable about JC Horn than I do Farley, to be honest with you guys. We got more JC Horn. Obviously, these Panthers takes picks. I don't say that they did
Chris.
Because I've already sent my envelope in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and Nick's are going to talk about this, but my envelope's already been sent in. It's already hit the commissioner's office, but we're just going to announce it. Let's see here. Mendoza is Team Horn. To my guy, Blackstar Sports TV. Yeah. If the Cowboys trade back and a couple picks and select JC Horn, I think that would be a great move. If we're able to trade back a little bit, salvage some extra picks, and still get JC Horn that first round, I'm absolutely for that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Derek
no, wait, but according to this draft, though, all the quarterbacks are gone.
Right.
For everyone that is team trade back, if your team trade back at 10 for the Cowboys, the one thing that we got to hope for, Cowboys Nation, is we got to have a quarterback make it to 10 that somebody wants to come up for. Because if there's not a quarterback there, I think it's going to be very tough for us to trade back and get the bevy of picks that we're really looking to get.
Right. Because we're looking at, according to everything going on, all the main quarterbacks are off the board right now. So, I'm not sure what an organization want to trade up for, So here we are, Nicks. It's draft day. Me and you are in the war room. We got to make this pick. All right. And I think we're on the same page. Let me give me some eye contact. Let me know we're on the same. We good? Like I said, I already said.
I mean, if you're sitting in, how I don't want snake mirror. Your guy, there's another guy that's on the board here, so you might snake me. I don't know, but I think I know where you're going. I mean, we've been banging the table now, but your guy's here.
Yeah, he's here, and I'm telling you, I'm going to get me a toy. So I'm going to go ahead and make the pick, and I'm going to explain our reason why, and then I'm going to have my guy Nick's give me a draft grade, right? All right, so with the 10th pick of the 2021 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Kyle Pitts, tight end out of University of Florida.
Let's go. Turn it in.
Oh, Cowboys Nation, we're all on the Zoom call. We're clapping. We're high. Yes. Now, this is a questionable pick. Kuiper probably say, why would the Cowboys go offense? The reason why we went offense because we're adding more exposure to a strength that we already have. And you cannot fix this defense, y'all. Repeat. Just via draft. You can't. And shout out to my guy West Coast that was just on his show a second ago. He said something that just stuck out to me. Think about this, right? Out of last year's class, how many rookies were actually starters on day one?
Talk to him.
CeeDee Lamb, maybe, because he was kind of the slot, right. And then I think Diggs really started because who was out? Was it Anthony Brown or was it Jordan Lewis that was out?
Yeah, nicked up.
And that's it. We didn't see Tyler Biotish because Joe Looney was starting. We didn't see Neville Gallimore. We didn't see Bradley Anai. We didn't see Reggie Robinson. So all these great rookies, they really didn't come in and have an instant impact besides CeeDee Lamb, which was a BPA. So that is the reason why I am going BPA. Taking Kyle Pitts. Now, granted, I know we have Blake Jarwin and Dalton Schultz did great. That's perfectly fine, but we're adding more weapons to this already explosive offense. And Team 40 Burgers now has a drastic boost because Dak Prescott needs his wide receivers. But he also needs a tight end that he can trust. And as my guy Nick always says, your best ability is availability. And we just haven't seen Blake Jarwin. And you think about it. the traditional tight ends that Mike McCarthy has typically had. He has Jermichael Finley. He's had what is the guy? I'm seeing him right now that went to the Saints and Jimmy Graham.
Oh, Jimmy Graham.
And Cooks, and and those type of guys. Like he has those types of tight ends, and he likes those guys. And so that's why the Dallas Cowboys are making the pick at number 10, drafting Kyle Pitts out of the University of Florida, tight end. Are we good? We're good.
I love it. Hey, I love it. I've been begging this table. Hey, look, I appreciate Schultz, and he was an awesome surprise this year. Absolutely. No, and look, and we didn't even expect him to be able to do what he was able to do. But like I put it up in the Star Game group, his stats were basically 2019 Jason Witten stats. And we all hated Jason Witten in 2019. So there's that. Blake Jarwin, I love Blake Jarwin. But again, as we just talked about, your best ability is your availability. And we've seen it in spurts, but we haven't seen him do it consistently. And now you're saying, well, it's okay. I know he came off a torn ACL, but it's okay. Let's trust him. Right. What is the biggest struggle for our offense? It's red zone. When you add a Pitts into this, Pitts helps the red zone. Period. He's going to help you down there in that area. The best teams in the league attack the middle of the field, not on the outside. It's the middle of the field. This is a huge weapon that's going to help this even more whenever that comes back for us to be able to attack the middle of the field. And there's the bulk of this defensive prospects in this draft are in rounds 2 through 4, where we have 5 picks, where we can make our hay and be aggressive and come up and go do things and get guys. So, Pitts, you say like Dane Brugler out there. I mean, he's got Pitts in this top 5. You're sitting at the team, you get a guy that's top 5.
Brian Broaddus today. Brian Broaddus, Cowboys.
Brian Broaddus,
today and said, man. And so I feel like that's the pick. Now maybe I would have shifted to an offensive lineman, but you guys know myself. I'm not taking a winner Kobe. I'm getting toys, man, and we'll deal with that later. So I think Pitts is the suitable pick, Cowboy, and I think y'all agree, man. Mendoza says red zone is one of my concerns with the offense is we struggled the past 2 seasons. We haven't seen any improvement in the red zone. Now, granted, I believe having a big target like possibly a Blake Jarwin would also help. But I think Pitts instantaneously changes that when it comes to this offense, man. And I think it's another weapon we could add on, and possibly if we do lose Michael Gallup next year as well, because right now I'm kind of torn in between the fence whether we're going to sign Gallup or not. I honestly don't think we will. So I feel like that way you can have Mari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and then Kyle Pitts being your cornerstones for your offense in the passing game moving forward, and then we go from there. So. Yeah.
And even better, right? And whenever you talk about like somebody like the Patriots, who at one point in time employed the 2 to 3 tight end sets in what we're doing, right? And what they were doing. Hey, there's room for Jarwin and Pitts to be in this thing, and everyone's like, well, if you do that, you got to move on from Gallup. No, I'm loading up all the weapons for 21. Right. Look, we've seen Cooper get nicked up. Right. Look, whenever Gallup leaves, you're going to probably get a 3rd round comp pick for him anyway. So unless it's going to be a major piece or a very high draft pick, I'm not trading Gallup. I'm keeping him on board. I'm trying to keep as many pieces together on this offense to go win. Yes, Mo, it's a passing league. We are a passing team now.
Right. Yeah. And here's the thing.
Go back to next last full season. If it wasn't for drops, he would have thrown for 5,000 yards. It's what the league is.
Right. To go back to Tyrone Church's, comments, if we pay Dak that money, we are going to use him. Like, we're not going to pay Dak this big contract and still give Zeke and Pollard 40 carries and be a running team. No, we will be a passing team. So expect to see Dak averaging 30 to 40 when it comes to the passing game moving forward. So we are a passing team moving forward, and this team has been built around that. That's primarily Mike McCarthy's scheme. Now, will we completely neglect the run game? Hopefully not, but we've seen it numerous times this past season of us neglecting the run game. So moving forward,
we're going to get started and then just get away from it. Right?
First quarter, get a few runs, and then we're just done and we're out. So I would think that the Cowboys are going to be an aerial attack. I think that's where Kellen Moore's strength is, and to expect more. So why not add more weapons?
I tell you what, shout out to my guy Chris. I bet he probably left as soon as we made that pick. He was up here, it's like all the top tackles. He's like all the top tackles, and there were 2 available in your mock. Chris, I know, Chris, I love you, brother. Chris, I'm in a chat on Facebook with Chris as well, man. I love Chris, man. He had a great mock today too, Chris. He traded back 2 times. I loved your mock today as well, Chris. But yeah, Chris, as soon as we said Pitts, he was like, all right, I ain't got time for this. I'm gone. But Pitts, hey man. Hey, A+, man, A+. Hey, look, again, people told me last year, as soon as I started telling people, I said, man, if I had a pick and I had a one wish, I wanted to be CeeDee Lamb. And like, oh, Nick, you're crazy. This offense, we need defense. Things are happening, whatever. And I'm like, guys, look, to me, and I made the point then, I was like, I know we got a Mario Gallup. I was like, but hey, Cobb's gone. We still need a guy. You know, and he's going to be, and if he happens to be there. Now, look, sure, it was a crapshoot for him to get to us, but he did. And even today, as we're talking, it's a crapshoot for Pitts to get to us. And, you know, we got to circle the Panthers, right? But if he's on the board, and here's what I keep telling the Cowboys Nation time and time again, we're talking about BPA. Look, if he's on the board, who's better? Who's the defensive guy that's going to be rated higher on that board that you would take? Now, yes. If one of the tackles are there, I can probably see them taking the tackle because the tackle might be rated higher. That's fair. However, they're both team opt-outs. They didn't play last year. I like Rashawn Slater maybe a little bit more than Sewell. Neither here nor there. But who's the defensive guy that you're going to take at 10 that you couldn't trade back into the bottom half of the draft first round to get, or go get the second round and still feel completely fine about? So that's kind of where my thought process is. I know yours has kind of been the same way. We've been kind of twins on this. We have been banging the table. And again, for every hour we talk about it, we do convert one.
Hey, it's starting to get crowded in this room, man. I just sit back and watch it, man.
As you told Brian, you said the drinks are in the back. The
drinks on the back, refreshments, man, for at home, man. We'll be starting the meeting soon. The Lunatic. So do you trust Kellen Moore to use Pitts properly in the red zone, because his play calling there has been wonky? Yeah, that's the hard part. When it comes to Kellen Moore in the red zone, I feel like he gets way too cute. I feel like he needs to simplify things. But I've been saying this: if Mike McCarthy is supposed to be this play calling guru, this coach guru, like, something needs to change with the red zone, because we haven't seen anything change from the previous season under Jason Garrett to what we saw this past season. So I'm not sure what it really was. Now, granted, we didn't have Dak Prescott this full season, so they could have played a piece, man. But red zone, just the decision making, the play calling, the red, you know, the screen pass, the reverses and whatnot. You know, he gets too cute in the red zone. And so I think what happens, he needs to really reel things in. But sometimes when you have a player like Pitts, it doesn't matter what you call, just give him the ball and he can make things happen on his own. We're going to see it probably tomorrow when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs. It's just like, when things get the fan, just get the ball to Travis Kelce and get out the way, and everything else will pretty much take care of itself. So let's see here. Let's see. Dallas should go get Winston or trade for him. Nope. Let's see. Boy, Nick's looking like Solid Bob Sr. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Mel Kiper. Who Mel Kiper has us taken? I honestly haven't looked at Mel Kiper's mock draft, honestly, because like I've been telling people, like, if you watch, you know, Voch Lombardi, you know, Dalton Miller, Jeff Kavanaugh, like all these other Cowboys content creators, there's so much more in depth, and you get so much more than watching Todd McShay and Mel Kiper just yelling at each other. I haven't even checked out what Mel Kiper's been saying about us. Do you have any idea?
Haven't either. Yeah, I mean, look, and I respect Mel, and I respect what they do. For me personally, Dane is my guy that I've really keyed in on for years. Now, of course, he's behind the paywall now on the Athletic. But I mean, Dane has been really good, and he's got, you know, he was tied to the Cowboys and what he was doing with the Cowboys. Him and Broadus and what. Hey, my guy Chris is still here. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for not leaving. He's like, I'm just not on board, guys. All right, Chris is still here. You know, and again, I mean, Mel obviously kicked the door down for this kind of talk that we're having now, right? Paved the way. There wasn't this, you know, way back when. And Mel, and now you got, you know, not Mel, Todd McShay, who's kind of his protege, whatever. They had to have that other side, you know. And I mean, it makes it fun. I mean, there's Miller's another guy that's out there. I mean, there's definitely guys. It's kind of all of this to me is flavors of cookies or ice creams, whatever you want to put it in, and what you like and how your eyes look and what you see and what your principles are. And if your principles kind of line up with these guys, then, you know, you're going to kind of like what they say a little bit more. You know, for me, I'm always a trust the tape guy. When I say trust the tape, I mean game tape, not highlights from YouTube. It's game tape. Tear it up. Look, I enjoy the combine and stuff, but the you know, the pajama Olympics to a certain extent.
Right.
There's things that I put stock in, certain things I don't care. I want to see the tape. If you're doing it on tape, then I think you can do it again and it matters. But yeah, man,
Right.
It's a fun time. And of course, as we're doing now, we started mock draft Fridays on the Star Game group, which we're going to pivot that to Sundays after the Super Bowl gets up out of here, so we can still do some football talk. I know I'm definitely going to have you on, and we're going to do these mock draft Sundays with everybody. It's going to change a ton, through free agency, what we bring back, what we go out and get, and that's going to obviously affect how this draft is going to go, not just for us, but for in front of us and what's happening there. But the one thing I want to leave everybody with, if your team trade down, which I'm not against in the first round, the rest of the rounds not so much. Rest of the rounds, I want to come up. But if your team trade down, you got to get a quarterback to 10 guys that somebody wants.
Right.
Have to.
That's the only way it's going to happen is if a quarterback was to slide possibly to us. Now, I worry about that because I worry about Jerry getting a little antsy and thinking, he kind of reminds me of a Tony Romo type player. But I will say this, Cowboys fan. Like, if people are like, the Cowboys won't take picks, they'll take a tackle. But who's really making the picks for the Dallas Cowboys? Jerry's nephew, man. So I trust him, man. He made the pick last year for CeeDee Lamb, and so hopefully he's back on that yacht. And he's like, no, granddad, go ahead and take Kyle Pitts, man, and we'll go from there. So let's get into more draft talk, man, because I know it's the hot topic button. So I know there's a lot of talk about the linebacker from Notre Dame. And also Goody Pay, like he's putting out his workout videos and people are starting to get excited and get starry-eyed. What are your thoughts about going non-corner and maybe addressing like a defensive end type player in the draft? Do you think that's an area of focus as far as right now?
I don't think it's going to be a focus at 10. I think what we have to look at is for us, what the best thing that we can possibly do, right, is follow breadcrumbs and let's look at what we have in house, right? So we have Dan Quinn here, right? What is Dan? Where did Dan Quinn cut his teeth? Defensive line. He's already been on the run of talking about this defensive line and things of that ilk. So yeah, no, absolutely. My mock draft, I actually mocked us. I went Pitts 1, right? For the mock draft Fridays, so we're switching to Sundays. I did Pitts 1, and then the second round, I did Jalen Phillips from University of Miami, 6'5", got bend, could give you the Leo, could give you the other side, and then I went and got us a fatty, and so on and so forth. So yeah, no, I mean at the end of the day, for sure, absolutely, I think there's space in this draft to go add because you can't have enough pass
Right.
I'm just saying, especially in this defense and what we're running, because when you look whenever Seattle has suffered, and they're always what they trade for this year, Dunlap, right?
Right.
Now they signed a snag. They're always looking for more pass rushers in that scheme, and that scheme is still the damn same as what we're going to be running here. So you can't have enough of those. So yeah, no, absolutely. If there's a guy there, you go and get it. Now look, when I sat there in the second round, if there's a corner like a Campbell from UGA that would have been there, I probably would have went that route. But the best guy on the board at that time in the second round was Phillips from University of Miami. So I signed up and I went. That's who I went and got.
So do you think there'll be a possibility, like people are talking about, like what's his name out of Miami, Russo? Do you think that would be even an option at that 10 spot, or do you think if we're going to go defense, will it be pretty much linebacker and corner? Because that's what I keep asking Cowboys Nation. What is your main? When fixing the defense, what is that one area where you're just like, we have to fix? And for me, it's the interior. It's not even the cornerback position. It's the interior and the free safety position, which aren't top 10 picks. And that's why, I kind of haven't been pro defense. Right. So yeah, to answer this question, would you take Barmore out of 10? Me, hell no.
I'm not a Barmore fan personally. I'm telling you right now. I've watched the tape. I've already did my tape on him and stuff. He shows flashes. But then there's times where as soon as somebody's a step by him, that's it. He's done. He's out of the play. Like again, he shows immaturity at the position is what I would say when it comes to him, and kind of maybe somewhat of what they talked about when it came to Tristan Hill when we drafted him. I think he's a better prospect than what Tristan Hill was. But yeah, there's no way now if we trade back to 20, Yeah, you could talk. Depending on what's around there, sure. Maybe Barrymore. You might be able to bend my ear depending on what's on the board. At 10, there's no way I'm taking Barrymore at 10. There's no look linebacker. Sure, Parsons was a guy that started. Look, and we talk about risers and fallers in these drafts, right? When we first started, as soon as the season ended, we were looking. Man, Micah Parsons was a top 5 pick.
Right
now, all of a sudden, Parsons is in that 10 to 13-ish range. All of a sudden,
and here's my question I'll ask, and I'm going to have DMV Cowboys, which is the draft guy, on my show Tuesday. But why are players?
Shout out to DMV.
Why are players dropping when there hasn't even been nothing going on right now? And that's the one thing I don't understand. So how is all of a sudden now Rashawn Slater moving up the board? Is it just hype that's driving these guys up there? Because there's no combine numbers. There's no.
Some of it is the media guys are catching up now. Some of that's that. Some of the media guys are catching up and looking. The other side to that puzzle also is they're talking to NFL scouts, right?
Right.
And look. As soon as if you go back just a month ago, we were like, okay, Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, and that was the only 2 guys we were talking about as quarterbacks going in the top 10. And as I tell everybody every single year, I've said this on the Stargang Show. I've preached this for over a decade. There'll always be about 2 guys at quarterback. They always find a way to push a third guy. We're talking about Daniel Jones, whoever. Look, even Big Ben Roethlisberger at one point in time wasn't considered to be a top 10 pick if you go back and look at it, but he got pushed up the board and went 10, right? Mitchell Trubisky got pushed up. So they always find a way to push these guys up the board because quarterback is such a needy position. There's not 32 really quality starters in the league. That's what we talk about, like around the 15 line. Do you have a guy? Do you not have a guy? So some of that's changing, right? Just in the mock you just did with our guy from the Minnesota Vikings. Dude, 4 basically went the top, 6?
Right.
So, I mean, and so once those things start happening and the weight starts happening, right? Remember, Sewell was slam dunk top 5. We're seeing mocks now all of a sudden 2-3 weeks later. Oh, Sewell's going to be on the board. Oh, Rashawn Slater's a higher guy now. Look, remember at the very beginning, no one's even talking about Rashawn Slater at all in the top 15. Now all of a sudden he's up the board. So, man, it's an ever evolving thing. And a lot of it is because a lot of these guys that are really tied into it are really doing their homework now because the season's over. The NFL's kind of done. We're going to really bar down in this thing and look and see who's going up the realms there.
Right. So yeah, I agree.
Shout out to my guy Nathan Tudor saying he is listening while watching UFC. That's what's up. Who y'all got? Also, as we're talking about that, man, come on, it's Conor McGregor by a mile, right? Who y'all got, man? It's got to be Conor.
I got McGregor. So Sanchez is fighting right now, but I think Conor McGregor. Yeah, I got dual screens in here in the studio. That's why I told all right, let me set this up and we can watch the fight and whatnot. And like I said, just kick back on a Saturday night, have a drink.
Hey, let me tell you something. Yeah, I thought I was going to be good. I was like, well, I bought it through my Amazon Prime and everything. I'll just watch it on my iPad over here. Yeah, not working out for me. That's all right. Look, I dropped 30. It's fine. I'd rather be here though with Cowboys Nation and you.
We got time though. We got time. So it's like, they
ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Connor. We got McGregor. Yeah, man. Connor. Keep it rolling. Keep it going. Connor. Here's the guy that we need to talk about that nobody's talking about, the linebacker, the Joke.
Right.
JOK. Right. Fits the bill, right? When we talk about this scheme, right? So you got a Bobby Wagner, 6 feet 240. All right. Well, this kid, Notre Dame, he's 6 feet about 220.
Right.
Is he a guy that maybe they look at that look, listen to me now. Whatever today's date is, I've been in quarantine, guys. Right. January 23rd. Hey, Deion Jones, right? Who most recently in Atlanta with, look at his size. And he's been effective in this scheme. I'm just saying, I wouldn't surprise me if JOK from Notre Dame is the pick at 10 right now. He checks a lot of boxes. If I look at Dan Quinn, what he's done at linebacker, right? And I'm looking at what he can do, and I'm looking and look. He don't get even though he's 6 feet and only 220, he's not getting bullied. Yeah, he's not getting bullied. Like if you go turn on the college tape of LVE, he got bullied with his big ass. To be honest with you, as soon as somebody locked on him, it was a problem. It's not the same way for this kid. So Yeah, Tevin Smith. That's another good one, Mark. That's another good one. Tevin Smith signed. So yeah, hey, Tevin Smith, right? That's no-blooded, if I'm not mistaken, good sir.
Yeah.
We gotta work some nose in here for you when we're on the show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
They banned me from bringing up my nose, man.
I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it for you.
Yeah.
I mean, my brother-in-law is no-blooded wide receiver, played for them. So yeah. I'm gonna bring it up. Even though I don't have a team per se, but I'm good with the Knowles. But no, I mean, I think the one guy that nobody's talking about enough in Cowboys Nation that can be the sleeper at 10 is JOK, guys. I really do. Right. I think he can definitely be a guy that they look at when they get to 10, depending on how this board falls. And like, you know what? We need to go linebacker depending on how free agency falls. This kid right here, he's in that Tevin Smith, that Wagner, the kid from my goodness, I just gave you the name, from Atlanta. He's in that mold. So that could be the pick at 10.
Right. So let me ask you this. If we're looking at it from a Cowboys perspective, looking at their big board, right? What is their top 3, let's say 3 needs? Is it, would you say offensive line, tackle, linebacker, corner? Like what do you think the actual focus is? And it's kind of hard to.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, what the Cowboys need to zero and lock in on a free agency is Dak Prescott.
Right.
Let's start there.
Right.
Let's start there. As pertains to the board, you just get in trouble if you start saying, I'm just going to do certain things, and I'm gonna weight the board one way. Man, just rate your board. Do what you got to do. Hey, man, shout out to the lunatic Tomlinson, man. I think if the question is those two right there, I'm going to go back to Dan Quinn. What is Dan Quinn? A defensive line coach. To me, it's going to be Tomlinson over Simmons, and he's probably not going to cost you as much as Simmons. So not only does it line up with what Quinn wants, it'll line up with Stevens' wallet as well. And look, my number one thing this offseason and through this draft that I want us to be able to do is this. Stop the run. When we get to next year, stop the run.
Right.
Let us do that.
Because fix a lot.
Say that one more time for the people in the back.
That will fix a lot. That will fix a lot. If we can stop the run, that will fix a lot. Like I said, for us and for me personally, I don't think the cornerbacks were necessarily a problem. Once the cornerbacks officially got healthy, when we did have Diggs, AB, Jordan Lewis, and Cheeto, they played well. It's stopping the damn run, y'all, because when you cannot stop the run defensively, it opens up so much for their offense. They can run the play action, they can run the bootlegs, they can do re-options, they can do so much. Like
everybody open up their phone, go to gift, type in easy and tell me what pops up. You know what pops up? The damn Baltimore Ravens offensive lineman. Oh, okay. I said, open up your phone, go on Facebook, go on your phone, open up Facebook and hit the little GIF. You want to add a GIF, or Twitter, and you want to add a GIF, and just type in easy money. Just type in easy money. And you know what you're going to see? A Baltimore Raven screaming easy money because they just scored another rushing touchdown on the Cowboys. No other NFL team, easy money is what our defensive line has been for the past 2-3 years.
Right.
Man, they punk us. They know it. Like, let's get that. Let's stop that. And like Tuck said, it fixes a lot of stuff. Let's stop the run.
Right.
No more easy money.
No more easy money. That should be their mindset. Forget the hot boys and all that. Just no more easy money, man. Because like I said, it also sets a tone, man. Because you think about even going back to that Browns game, and this is when Dak was healthy, when you had Ernest Johnson coming off of nowhere, being able to run the ball down your throat, it establishes an identity and a mindset. Think about it. Go back to Dak's rookie season. What did we do to a lot of teams? We lined up, punched them in the mouth, and ran the ball down their throat with Ezekiel Elliott, right? Mm-hmm. And when teams were able to do that to us, we were able to cave, man. So if we're able to stop the run, I feel like our cornerbacks are able to contain the passing game for the most part, and we can get a free safety in this draft or just somebody in the free agency there's been names floating around that we can possibly bring in that's not a Justin Simmons that can still help on top being that free safety above Donovan Wilson. So stop the run, get fat, nasty, zero tech, one tech. They can play the gaps and not get the ball ran down their throat. I think that would change a lot. And it will also help these linebackers when it comes to Jalen Smith and also Leighton Vander Esch, man.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
lunatic, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you're good. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
That's it. So I was going to leave my next question here. Based on last night, Nick's mock draft, we took two fatties. Give me the projected D tackle starters and backups, please, because I like to double dip at defensive tackle.
Yeah, so I went at 74. I went and got your guy as well. One of your pet cats in the draft, and I'm definitely on board. And Tyler Shelvin from LSU, 360, 6+. Got to worry about him. I mean, you just got to worry about him not ballooning up to 3. And, we got to keep him around that 350, 360. And then, of course, I was able to backdoor at pick 114 and get the ACC highest rated defensive player in the ACC conference in Alan McNeil, the defensive tackle from NC State. So I think here's the thing: Shelvin day one is your one tech, right? I do think that McNeil can be the one tech with a little bit more pass rush, and he can do some 3 for you. But
keep talking.
Go for it. Yeah, you're good. But the thing that I would do is this right here. I would start if we get those two in the building. And look, and McNeil's a reach in the 4th round. I think that's but hey, look, I took what fell to me. But for me, it would be Shelvin at the one tech. And then I'm going to let open competition between Hill and Gallimore for that 3 tech. And then I got the rotation of those 4 guys and young bucks getting in there and eating is where I would like to see it at. So Shelvin will be the one tech. And then I got Hill and Gallimore just grinding against each other to see who's going to be that 3 tech. But we're going to have a great rotation. So yeah, man, man, give me fatties. Give me, we tried to get Owen and McCoy last year. McCoy got hurt, obviously, and then Poe just couldn't do it for us. But don't be scared to go back and do it. For me, and what you were talking about earlier, Tuck, was like, well, with go back before the Dak and Zeke, and it was Romo and Murray. We've been protecting the defense, and that's 2014 now. We've been protecting this defense from 2014 forward, right? It wasn't that Romo couldn't sling the ball around. We're going to ball control to protect the defense. You drafted Zeke for Romo because maybe a little bit injury, but okay. And of course, he got hurt in preseason. Well, Dak's a rookie. Well, we're going to run the ball still, maybe a little bit to help Dak, but also to help the defense. We've been hiding on this defense forever. So I understand Cowboys' trepidation when it comes to this number 10 pick and saying, oh, we got to get defense.
Right.
That you miss this the right way, but that's it's in. We have to start at the defensive line, in my opinion. You win football in trenches. We have a Dan Quinn who's a defensive line guy. Let's stop the run. If we can stop the run, just like Jay Tuck said a little while ago, I will be a broken record on this. I don't care because I believe in it.
Right.
It helps everything else. If you got them fatties and you're able to stop the run, hey, and you get pushed in the middle, it helps you. You want D-Law's sack numbers to go up?
Right.
Well, make it where whenever he screams around the side, that the quarterback can't just comfortably take 2 steps forward so he can get the sack then, okay?
Right.
Those things matter. And we'll figure out the rest of the back end. We'll figure it out on the back end. But let's stop the run and let these guys be able to go do what they do, man. I can't stress that enough. I'm passionate about it when it comes to this damn run defense because I feel like, man, it makes us soft that we get punked. Man, there's nothing more stuck in my gall than easy money.
Right. Oh. Yeah, easy money, man.
Easy money.
Yeah, because even think about that game, man, versus Baltimore. It was 4th down. Lamar Jackson said, "No, stay. We got it. Ran the quarterback dive right up the middle.
Didn't get touched. Didn't
get touched. Leighton Vander Esch tried to read 2 different gaps. I don't know what the hell he did and completely gone. There goes Lamar Jackson. So it sets an attitude. It sets the tone. The run game, if you ever played the game of football, the run game sets the tone. If you're out there and I played linebacker, you're just getting the ball ran down your throat, it's demoralizing. It's like, bro, we can't even do anything. So by the time you get the ball ran down your throat, then you're getting hit over the head with the pass game, and you're like, let's get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, stop that. And like I said, like Nick said, if you're able to get an interior lineman that can really push the center back in the quarterback's lap, they can't step up when you have Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence coming off the edge, because that's the first thing they do. That's their first instinct as a quarterback. They drop back. Oh crap, here comes DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm going to step up. But if your center's sitting right in your lap, you really can't do that. And so we need a guy like a fat, nasty guy. Doesn't have to be able to be mobile and get sacks or whatnot. Just really stand up, be that force of collision with that center, and push that center back in the quarterback's lap. And that will take care of so many problems. And we thought that's what Dontari Poe was going to be. Unfortunately, he wasn't, right? I thought the question was popped up earlier about Gerald McCoy. Personally, last year when the whole Gerald McCoy situation happened, I didn't think he would be back, but I guess this is kind of a handshake type deal.
I tried to tell you, Tuck, when they cut him, I told you on the inbox, I said, hey, this is a wink deal. Right. Steven wants him back. Wants him back. This is a wink deal. Steven wants him back. Now, we got a different defense coordinator in here. We'll have to see how that plays out. But I definitely do not want a progress stopper at the defensive tackle position whatsoever. So, I know a lot of fans, after seeing like him talk to Gallimore during the season, y'all do have to remember, they're also alumni. They both played, you didn't hear about him talking to Hill or Woods or Hamilton. You heard him talk about to Gallimore, right? And that's one of these, to me, it's one of those stories that comes out because they want that story to come out. They want that story to come out so that whenever got a ton of likes, and all of a sudden on that post and star game, they were like, "Oh my God, yes, bring him back, yeah." Because once they bring it back, they've already greased the tracks to bring it back, which I'm okay with bringing a McCoy back. I'm okay with that, but I don't want progress stop for Hill or Gallimore just because McCoy's back in the fold.
Right, yeah. And I think that's it,
Brian.
Poe was just fat, and honestly, like when we brought in Dontari Poe, I thought that he was going to be that fat, nasty guy just to push the center back, but he was getting blown back on so many plays. Like it's a point, like, what is wrong? Like, are you on roller skates or what? Do you need new cleats? What's going on, bro? Like, but he just didn't have what it takes, and so I'm all for bringing in, maybe a Tomlinson or bringing in one of these fat nasty guys. We mentioned Ndamukong Suh possibly, just somebody to stop that momentum at that tackle position. Mendoza said, personally, I would like to see a double dick at cornerback, safety, and probably defensive tackle. Also, while we sign a safety and defensive tackle, So I did all that. I did all that in the mock. I triple dipped at corner. I'll with you. And I got Pitts at 10 still. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Doing everything, guys, you can still get Pitts at 10 and still take care of everything that we mentioned. Like I said, outside the big three, you have this guy. And shout out to my guy DMV. Definitely check him out because he dropped the video talking about this guy. But then you also have Campbell. There's some other corners out there that will be day two guys that I think will just have the same impact as a Patrick Surtain or Caleb Farley. Now, if I'm wrong, y'all, feel free to come back because you guys know I'm wrong and I'll admit it. If I come back and I'm watching and Caleb Farley is the next big thing, he's out there. I'm like, oh damn, well maybe we did mess up. But
let me ask you this, and I'm gonna pull at your nose strings again.
Right.
The only thing, and look, and I haven't got all the way through the Farley tape yet. I haven't. I've watched a lot of it, but I want to kind of deep dive. I want to go through all of his games, not just his last year. Is he Cromartie? Is he have the potential to be Cromartie? Because if you go back to what Cromartie did for think about it for a second, what Cromartie did at Florida State, right? And you kind of butt that up to what Farley did. Obviously, the back injury is something that might give you a pause. I understand. But that's the only thing that hitch in my step, if you will, when it comes to Farley. Is this a Cromartie that we could possibly be passing on? What do you think?
I don't say he is, and the reason why is because I'm an ACC guy, and like when you play Virginia Tech, you just don't see like, all right, you got to stay away from Caleb Farley. Like I don't see him like as that guy you really have to circle. Versus Cromartie, we knew, our teams knew that he was one of those guys that could turn a play and go the other way quickly. So he was one of those type of players. Now the difference with Cromartie was up here, like he just wasn't talented guy. But all the athleticism, everything was there. He was just a pure football player. But I just don't see that with Farley, man. Like I said, I'm not knocking Farley. I'm not saying he's not going to be a great corner. But when you watch film and you talk about the back injuries and him being all out last year, it just doesn't add up. Like, I just don't see when you watch film. Like I said, I've done it numerous times. If you were to put, I put Caleb Farley's film on one screen and I put Jason Horn's film on another.
Yeah, I'm a Horn guy.
This side is boring. Like, all right, that's cool. But look at everything's going over here. You're talking about intangibles, swagger, being physical, making plays.
Does make business decisions on tackles sometimes. With Horn. Horn sometimes a little business. He's a cornerback.
He's a cornerback.
I do like this from Nathan as well. I do like this from Nathan because we've kind of talked about this before. Down one more. The go with Sue. Hey, I'm okay with bringing Sue in here as an assassin for a year. Go get you a Nancy D tackle to learn underneath him. Let's say we go get a shelf in the third round. And look, let Sue be that bridge gap guy. And you go look and you dial up what the defense against the run, right, for the Bucks, and with Sue anchoring that in the middle. I am completely okay with bringing Sue in here for 1 year. And let him be that guy while we either, if we end up with a Nelson or if we end up with a Shelvin to be a bridge gap guy. So, even though Sue's a little longer in the tooth, I'm not trying to give him no 2-3 year deal. But for a 1 year bridge gap to whoever we take, I'm okay with that, Nathan. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, like I said, my guy, I like Shelvin on LSU, man. Like, I was chopping up film on him. I guess I can't post it because YouTube was flagging the hell out of me for it. I didn't know that was a thing. But man, if you go back, y'all, and watch that 2019 Alabama game, LSU versus Alabama, man, I just see what I need. I need someone who's going to push the center back into the quarterback's lap, and Shelvin was doing that for me. And he has hustle. He's flying to the ball. I was like, man, I love you, bro. I honestly, I would be okay if we did take him with that second pick with Shelvin. I like him that much, man.
Whoa. We're talking second round pick?
Second round pick. Yeah, second round. Yeah, I mean, because I would be okay with it. I think that's kind of early, but at least I know I get what we need and just get the hell out of it. Like, as long as I get what we need, because I feel like the longer you sit, because we kind of know how the draft works. Once we kind of see Barmore go off the board, those defensive tackles will probably start flying like that. So I feel like if we wait maybe until that, that third round, he might not be there. Maybe we might have to move up for him. But like I said, I feel like the defensive tackle position is more of a need to address in the cornerback position personally. I feel like, honestly, if you tell me right now the Cowboys don't draft the corner in the draft, right, and we re-sign Cheeto and we bring him back, I'm okay with the corners that we have. Also, you got to think about where does Reggie Robinson fit in the fold. I think he might be more of a corner than the free safety position moving forward. So that's more depth at that position. So it's like, I feel okay with the cornerback position. It's really for me that the defensive tackle and also that free safety position, because I know my guy Spoon wants to get rid of Xavier Woods, so I know that's not going to be someone they bring back in. Maybe.
Let's broach it. Okay. Because the Cowboys like to cover all their bases pre-draft.
Right.
And look, throw this out here to YouTube and Facebook. Xavier Woods, guys, how you gonna feel whenever Xavier Woods is back on a 2-year super duper low deal?
I'm not going to be opposed. I'm going to say, let's give Xavier Woods the opportunity to play in this new system and see what he can do.
Man, I am very, very, very worried. Look, I do not want Xavier Woods back on this team, but man, boy, it just, even though even still as I'm getting over COVID right now, I still can't smell or taste. However, even without being smell blind, as they say over there on the Dewey Cox story, I am smell blind, but boy, it smells like Woods might end up back on this team. Yeah. Because, again, we're talking about numbers. And I'm with you. I think Reggie Robinson II should go back to corner. Well, just look on it's Donovan Wilson. Who else is there? Who else is under contract at safety outside of Donovan Wilson? Right. Oh, my God.
Right.
It's
It's cheap. It's cheap. You're familiar with him. He's a Cowboys guy. You know, he probably can work out a fairly
yeah,
deal to keep him in house, just add depth, and
yeah.
maybe bring in a nice rookie to kind of slowly work him in the rotation. And
Look, it's just like, look, Heath. Everybody want to get rid of Heath, and we can never get rid of Heath. Even though I was not on the,
I like Heath.
I was never on that. I was never on board. Heath was played out of position. Heath should have always been a free safety, not a strong. Neither here nor there. I think Woods is now the Heath. Everybody's like, yes, thank God his contract stuff. He's going to go, and then we're going to look up and be like, oh,
right. Oh man, this guy's Xavier Woods, man. He's over Detroit balling out. Yeah. He's a beast, man.
No,
we should have kept up.
No, he ain't going nowhere. He's going to be right here. He's going to be right here on like a 2-year deal. And I'm like, oh, Spoon might explode.
He would.
If we re-sign Xavier Woods, he might explode.
I remember the last time I was at AT&T.
Mark, yes. He still won't go 100%.
Yeah, 100%. He goes 100%, just not every time, man. Not every time. Like, I remember being at AT&T Stadium, man, and I saw a guy with the Xavier Woods jersey on. And I told that guy, man, he's going to be a Pro Bowler. He's going to be a Pro Bowler next year, man. Like, I feel it, man. Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
My guy, I'm gonna say my guy Billy Knight is in the building, aka Flea, and he said that the word is in Dolphins camp that Bobby McCain is out for them. That's somebody on your radar? Something you would add to the mix, or don't know enough about him?
Yeah, I would say I don't know enough about him not to actually watch him to see what position.
Oh, Cheeto at safety.
Safety.
Man, we've talked about Cheeto at safety before. I want Cheeto back, and I want Cheeto to be the cornerback. I think Cheeto's there. That's what I think. And look, Spoon's been on this as well too. We've talked to other people as well, talked about him because he did play some safety in Colorado. What do you think? I want Cheeto at corner personally.
I like Cheeto at corner. I think when we bring Cheeto back, we bring him at corner. I'm personally a Cheeto fan. I like Cheeto more than I like Anthony Brown. Because that's the crazy thing about it. I was like, man, we can just get Cheeto back. We'll be okay. Like, that's how I feel about Cheeto, man. I just don't want him at safety. Maybe I would consider possibly Jordan Lewis, though. I don't think Jordan Lewis comes back to the Cowboys. I think he kind of wants to spread his wings and fly. Yeah, I think if Cheeto comes back, he's going to be our other outside corner. I think that's where he naturally fits.
Which it goes back. Okay. And which goes back to, we talked about this on the mock draft with me and Spoon last night. So if you have Diggs, right, and you bring Cheeto back, okay, guys, let's think about this and project it to the draft, everybody, right? So you got your corners right there. You got Brown, that's big lot. Okay, what corner do you intend is going to be starter then? Somebody help me. I mean, is Surtain going to supplant Cheeto?
Yeah. I don't see it, y'all. I just don't see it, because you got to think about it, guys. I don't even think Diggs was going to really break the starters until someone got hurt. Like, I really feel like that wasn't going to be the case. Like, so I don't feel like if we re-sign Cheeto, we have Diggs, Cheeto, Anthony Brown. Let's say that's our three corners. I don't think if we sign Surtain at the top 10 spot, he's going to replace Anthony Brown, or he's going to replace, or replace Cheeto. So it's like, I just don't see it. Like, if we move on for Cheeto and we don't sign him, okay, then maybe I can see it. But if we bring Cheeto back, I just don't see it where Surtain's going to be in. And like we said numerous times, man, you're pretty much just adding another Diggs into the scheme of things. And I think that's too risky.
Mendoza with the fire. Oh, I like this as well. I like this from draft time as well. And if we get to that second or third round, the guy that we talked about, man, we're not trying to be talking about these Knowles, but
if you just need a pure slot corner, you can get him in the second or third. I would say second for Asante.
Maybe third. You might be able to get him in the third, maybe, but second for sure.
The only reason I think Asante might slide is because of his measurables. I think that's it. Like, but if you want a pure football player that you can instantly plug in that slot position, it'll be Asante Samuel.
Well, his dad went in the third round. Maybe he goes in the third round too. Maybe so. And boy, this right here's the meanest comment of all. Patrick Surtain Jr. is Claiborne vibes all over again. Well, at least we had to trade up for him.
Right.
At least we didn't have to trade up for him.
Right.
So, I mean, man, there is that, man. I don't know. Look, here's the one thing that I don't like to discount when it comes to guys like that is that their dad did play in the league. And I think there's certain things that are there that are transferred. They were just trained a different way. You know, the one thing for me that I think about when it comes to Patrick Surtain Jr. is I think what he is now is what he's going to be in the league. I don't think the ceiling is very high. Now, obviously could be wrong. Absolutely. But the one check mark is, well, hey, look, you got Surtain and Diggs, they played together. So chemistry is good.
Right.
But man, I don't really care about the chemistry whenever 10 yards and he can't catch up to nobody, the ball's flying over his head. I don't know, man. Look, Surtain might have a great career. He might. For me personally, I would not be very excited about Surtain at 10. I would hope for the best, but I'm not very excited about Surtain at 10. I'm just not. I mean, I looked at his tape and look, and according to PFF, he graded as the top SEC defender this year. So I mean, there is definitely that, but yeah, I'm good. Personally.
Yeah, I feel like if you're going, all right, fine. You know what? You held me at gunpoint. I gotta take a corner at 10, and I can't take JC Horn. I gotta take Farley, or it's gonna be Surtain. I feel like you take Farley just purely off the potential for the upsides there, because if he is healthy with the athleticism that he does provide, I feel like that's going to be something new that the Cowboys currently lack. I just don't see Surtain being that guy. I mean, if we're gonna take a corner, I just don't see it, y'all, man. And like Jermaine just said, man, I think that 40 times going to be slow. Like,
I don't think. I know. I will say. I mean, I don't think it's a 4.57. I'm going to say that. I think I read up a lot on him going from high school to college. He was a 4.52. Right. Now, how much did he improve from 4.52 till now? I don't know, but no. I mean, he's not. Look, he's not a 4.3 burner. He's not. If we talk about Caleb Farley, he's not a 4.3 guy. We know that for facts. And even we talk about Diggs. Diggs isn't a 4.57 guy. Let's keep it a buck. Right. But I mean, I just at 10. Look, I don't care. Offensive lineman. You know what? Maybe now all of a sudden I'm like, oh, Surtain or Barrymore. Maybe I will take Barrymore at 10. Maybe I would.
Right.
Maybe I would. Maybe I would now. Maybe I would.
Yeah. But like I said, y'all, whoever we take, I am cool with, because the Cowboys drafted CeeDee Lamb last year. And I keep giving an analogy, man. It's like my wife got me a PS5 last year for Christmas. If she wants to give me a gift card next year, that's perfectly fine. It's like, you know what? The Cowboys got me CeeDee Lamb. I cannot be too greedy and think, oh, man, they drafted and passed on Kyle Pitts. I can't believe it. They passed on Kyle Pitts. I can't believe it. Nah, man. Like, I feel like, if they take anybody there, I think it's going to be a good pick. That's the one thing I will say, y'all, when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, I do trust them in the draft. I do trust Will McClay or whatnot. So, I think they'll make the right pick, man. It's just with this year, and I said this past all season, man. Like, when me and Spoon were talking about trading the draft picks for Jamal Adams or whatnot, I just knew there's going to be a lot of uncertainty when it comes to this draft. We see what's happening to the combine. Granted, they're going to have a Senior Bowl, but there's going to be a limited capacity. We have players opting out. Some teams want to play about 4 to 5 games when it comes to college football. It's just a lot of uncertainty when it comes to this college season, man. You really can't pinpoint this guy is going to be their impact, especially at that 10 spot, man. So it's going to be a crapshoot, and that's why I've been preaching, man, BPA, man. Just get the player that is going to be that guy. Now, granted, we can't always guarantee it, but I feel like when I watch Kyle Pitts, I say, all right, man, that's a safe pick. He's going to be one of the top guys in the NFL. You take him, then you move on, and then you really dig deep into the second and third and the fourth rounds to get your depth when it comes to the team defensive wise, man. Yeah, Bill, Pitts will be your best bet. It's just safe. It's just a safe pick. You know what you're getting. You're getting a dynamic tight end that's going to be able to add to your offense, add more explosion, help with the red zone, and you'll be good from there, man. Like I said, it's just a safe pick. I feel like if you were to reach for possibly Farley, you could bust. If you were to reach for Surtain, you could bust. I feel like when it comes to picks, or even one of these offensive attacks, I'm not going to lie. What was it, last Friday or 2 Fridays ago when you guys all came on my show and started marinating and planting the seeds when it comes to Slater in my head? I sat back and really dove into film. I watched almost film till like 5 in, and I said, God damn, man, like, all right, maybe this can help. So like I feel like if it really comes down to it, Pitts, Slater, Penny Sewell, I feel like offense would be the safest pick because there's so much uncertainty when it comes to the defense. Like, even if you say
they're going to be rated higher on the board,
right? If you say Micah Parsons was the slotted 10, I still don't see him being over any of the guys that we mentioned earlier. I just don't see that guy defensively. And I pounded the table numerous times, y'all. Y'all know me. I'm a defensive guy, but I just don't see it when I'm like, boom, I got to have that guy. All the guys that I say, oh, I want him on the Dallas Cowboys, they're second to third round picks. I'm talking about Tyler Shelvin. I'm saying I'll take him in the second. Nick's is saying, no, he'll be in the third. Okay, perfectly fine. But those are the guys that I'm beating on the table and saying that could have instant impact when it comes to this team. When it comes to these top 10 guys, I just don't see it. If there was a Jalen Ramsey, I would have been all over. If this was a Derwin James, I'd be all over. I just don't see that impact type of guy when it comes to this draft, man. And I defensively, it's just a bad year to be top 10 and your defense be your primary need. So,
yeah, I mean, let me, and here's the thing, and I hear this a lot too, right? I hear this a lot of oh, well, you can't take a tight end top 10 because, look at the bust rate or this, that, and the third. I'm like, well, let's look at cornerbacks at the top. Let's flip that coin about cornerbacks that go in the top 10. Like everyone that's anti-Pitts at number 10, they always want to throw up, well, look at all these tight ends and they haven't panned out and this, that, and the third and whatever the case may be. And I'm like, okay, cool. But let's also talk about, because we know it's a crapshoot, but you have to look at the tape and let the tape tell you what's really going on and what's happening. Again, I'm old enough to remember to take a Greg Ellis over a Randy Moss. No, look, Greg Ellis had a great career for the most part. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But on the same token, on maybe a smaller scale, we're not going to project these guys to be Randy Moss and Greg Ellis, but going to take it to Patrick Surtain over a Kyle Pitts is basically repeating history again.
Right.
And that's just how I feel about it. And there's nothing that you're going to tell me that's going to make me feel indifferent about that. And you're right, Tuck, on again, as far as we're talking about BPA, whether it's Slater, whether it's Sewell, I think those guys are going to, whenever you look at the tape and turn it on and look at it, they're going to rate higher than the defensive guys. And look, the offensive guys, Robert Gallo comes to mind. Right, we're going to be a tackle. Oh my God, he's going to be a tackle. He might have went top 3. I can't even remember right now to the Raiders. Look, never really panned out a tackle. He was a great guard though, and he was a 10-year starter. Right. So again, I just look at those things and I'm just like, man, I don't want to take a guy just cause. That's how you end up with a taco.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's how you end up with a taco. That's how you end up with, go ahead.
And that's what I was saying, because I posted in the Star Game the picture of Pitts, and I changed his initials for tight end to free safety. Because there were so many people on Twitter who was like, man, we can't take Pitts as a tight end. Can't take Pitts as a tight end. I said, okay, why can't we? And people's response was, I don't know, I haven't watched him, but we need to address his defense. Well, if you sit back and watch him, I think your outlook will change. And I think that's what happened on Twitter. They're seeing it so much. A lot of people say, okay, let me see what this Kyle Pitts tight end that has everybody so googly-eyed over. What do they really want? And I think once they go and see it for themselves, they're like, okay, damn, man. That's a dynamic weapon we can add to CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, and Michael Gallup, Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott. Well, you really can't double team anybody. Like you can't. There's no way. And you were to take that matchup with Kyle Pitts versus your inside linebackers, Dak Prescott can pick that apart all day. This is no knock to Blake Jarwin. I like Blake Jarwin, but he's just not Kyle Pitts. He's just not, y'all. It's just a difference. Going back to that same scenario, going back to where my guys still, we kind of had a rift about this, but go back to 2016. We already signed Darren McFadden. We already had what's his name? Home run guy. Damn it. What's his name? Running
Morris?
back. Yeah, Alfred Morris. And then we re-signed Lance Dunbar. Ezekiel Elliott was on the board. We already had 3 running backs signed for that season. But why did we take Zeke? Because if you were to combine all 3 of those players together, they are not Ezekiel Elliott. Right? It's just not. It's just levels. Blake Jarwin, Dalton Schultz, they're great tight ends, but if you add them, they're not Kyle Pitts. Now, granted, they're like, oh, well, Tuck, you were pro Jalen Ramsey. Yes, because there was a BPA that was also defense. That's why I was pro Jalen Ramsey, because we needed a corner, and he was also, in my book, the BPA.
And be honest with you, if we go back to that year in that draft, from December till 2 weeks before the draft, I was Team Ramsey. That's what I was. I was Team Ramsey. From December, actually, if Flea's still here, Billy Knight's still here, he'll let you know as well. Literally, I was Jalen Ramsey all the way till 2 weeks before the draft. And I went over to my guy Spanoli's house that I used to go, and we used to break tape down together. I said, man, look, I said, you know what, man? I know we did it before. I said, run me down the Zeke tape one more time. I just want to go through it one more time.
Right.
And we ran through the Zeke tape, and I watched the Zeke tape, and I was like, okay, I'm officially off of Ramsey, because Zeke does more for this team than Ramsey does out there on corner.
Right.
And that's when I switched. And I was again, and look, and I love Ramsey. I love Ramsey's game. And again, like I said, from December till 2 weeks before the draft, I was Team Ramsey. And at that point, I flipped. I'm like, I want Zeke. He's going to do more for this team. It is what it is. And, you know, we walked away with it. Now, look, I know a lot of people say, oh, we would have took Ramsey, because I don't like revisionist history on these things, because they look at what players did for different teams. And I was like, oh, look, well, we could have had Ramsey. We could have had Derrick Henry. And look what Derrick Henry. It doesn't matter. Like, low-key, it doesn't matter, because what Derrick Henry's doing over there doesn't mean he would have done it here. I don't care about that. Get that out of here. I'm not worried about that. And,
well, here's the thing. And I want to remind everybody.
Bluff City Cowboys in the building.
You know what I'm saying about that, Bluff? I think me, you, it might have been Spoon was on live that night, and the entire chat was lighting up. Surtain got beat again. Surtain got beat again. There goes Pitts. It was the chat while we were doing a live stream talking about regular season football. And it's like we didn't forget. Also, for you guys that want to preach Diggs and Surtain, go back and watch Alabama versus LSU last year and watch what my guy Chase was doing to both of them.
Slice and dice.
Right. And so it's like, yeah, like, but I think people forget.
Tiger knee.
Tiger
uppercut.
Chase was on both sides. Diggs, he won some. Here's yours. Surtain, you want some, you get yours too, bro. It's like Debo. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want some more of me, old man? Everybody was getting it. And so it's like, go back and really watch the film. When you watch a game, it's Saturday, you're caught up college game day, you're really not zoomed in. Take yourself out of the moment, go back and just sit back and watch the game, and just watch this guy for 10 plays. And just watch what's happening. Watch what's happening. But with highlights, you guys don't see that. You don't see that, y'all.
Right. Bring up the objection from Lunatic real quick. Bring up the objection. Here's my objection. It's not revisionist history. I was there as the draft was happening, and there was no way on God's green earth that you should have took Greg Ellis at that time over Moss. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was literally watching the draft. I'm like, oh God. Right. I couldn't believe I was like, bro, like Irvin's gone. Like, this is the pick. And bro, now look, even at that time though, and what I will say is you did, and again, Ellis had a great career. Let's be clear. Right. He had a great career, not a Hall of Fame career, but a great career, you know, as we can pertain to the NFL. But Moss, you know, we thought Moss was the elite talent that had the chance to go do something. And then he walked through that door and did. It's no different than now. Surtain could have a great career. Pitts is the elite talent, though, right? That you want to go get. And that's just what it is. And I mean, NFL average is like, a couple of years. I mean, how long did Claiborne last here? Hey, how about Mario Edwards, right? That we drafted from Florida State. How did that work out? I mean, hey, how long was Byron Jones here? Yeah, talent versus running backs, the whole nine. Look, we believe that even me, and I'll pivot off of this on Zeke. I felt like Zeke was a generational guy. That's another reason why I picked him over Ramsey. I don't know if he's generational anymore, but he's still a stud at running back. Like, come on. Like, there's a lot of teams that would like to have Zeke, but I thought Zeke was a generational guy at the time.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Fred.
You're 13-3 with him, though. Still, you wouldn't have been 13-3 without him.
That's my college roommate, cornerback, man. My guy, football team, man.
Of course he's going to come in here with a cornerback talk.
But he's absolutely right, though. And the expiration date on running backs is a lot less than a cornerback, and that's nothing I was saying, man. It's like, if you think about it, it's like I'm sitting back and I'm watching the Chiefs, and just maybe 2 years ago, people were considering Le'Veon Bell as the best running back in football. But the fall off happens so quick, and when it does, you think about not only Le'Veon Bell, but LaShawn McCoy. Like, it just happens, and when it happens with running backs, it hits a wall quick, man. Like the days of the old Emmitt Smith, and probably the one last person you could probably bring to attention is Adrian Peterson. Is one of those guys that had a long career that was just doing it for a long period. Like, I just don't see it anymore.
Gore. Another one.
A friend. But he's not at that level. But he's able to continue his career. But we've seen cornerbacks play for a lengthy time at the cornerback position and then transition to maybe a safety and extend their career a lot longer. So just the time frame that you get with corners is a lot longer than running backs. Like, I don't want to keep going back to 2016. I was just bringing that up as a scenario. We already had decent players in-house, but the Cowboys thought about who can I bring in, and they sit back and saw Ezekiel Elliott. Was like, God damn, if I can get this,
what do you do against? Right.
Yeah.
Against the Alabama defense, all-world NFL caliber defense, and look what he did. Because again, let's talk. Look, because everyone wants to say, well, offensive line. That's why. How many of those offensive linemen from Zeke are in the league right now? Real quick. Yeah. How many of those offensive linemen, whenever Zeke went ham on that defense, because we can talk about the guys on that defense that he went ham on, they're in the league right now still, right? How many of those offensive linemen though are in the league, or his quarterback, or those wide receivers that are still in the league whenever Zeke went off on them? On top of everything else that he did, while he was there, but my goodness. Flee with the what if you get a quarterback?
But here's the thing, Billy. I don't think. It's kind of contradictory. We don't need a tight end. We need Kyle
Pitts.
That's different. That's different. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like Pitts is not just a tight end. He's different. He's a different dynamic. He's a weapon. Just bringing another tight end. There's no point for that. But I think he's a game changer. Right. And here's the thing, y'all. Y'all know how I am. I even though I'm standing on the table for my guy Pitts, now. The fun side of me, I would like to get my guy Jamar Chase, but I'm saying we don't need a receiver per se. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not on the Waddle train or anything else offensively. But I'm saying what Pitts can bring to this offense is he can fix a huge problem that we currently have.
Red zone. Yeah,
right in the red zone.
And I'm with you. And I'm with you there. If it's not Pitts at 10. Then I'm good on tight end the rest of the draft. I know. Look, forget the Penn State guy. A lot of guys have been bringing up the guy from Iowa as well. I'm cool. I'm kosher. Like, if it's not Pitts, I'm good. That's where I'm at. He also Flea Baker said Chase is a fin. Oh, put a stake out there. Put a stake out there. Yeah, go down a couple. Go down just two. Yeah, just go down.
Yeah.
You might be. No. They want my Tua's guy. Tua's guy will be Smith.
I will take that if the Dolphins take Chase, man, because I was in the Eagles chat the other day. Shout out to my guy Philly Podcast and all these Eagles fans like tomorrow Chase time. I'm like, bro, please do not let Chase become an Eagle. Because like I said, I don't want to deal with that, man. No. So let him go to the Dolphins. I'm perfectly fine with that. You can give Deshaun Watson possibly Jamar Chase. That's a nice little,
a little combo. Yeah.
So here's the thing, though. So my guy Lynn took a great point. All these tight ends that were, but
not a great point
for quarterback, though.
Not a great point. Hey, we took Gavin Escobar in the second round. How'd that work out?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, cool. I could talk about Richard Sherman in the fourth or fifth round. Like I can do these with. Hey, when do we take Diggs? Second round. So yeah, I mean, I feel you with that lunatic. These guys are drafted here or whatever. Yeah, I mean, fine. But we can talk about cornerbacks that are drafted later and what they've came forward and done. How about Xavier Howard down there in Miami? What round was he drafted in?
Right.
Oh man, somewhere down there. Yeah, somewhere down there. Come on, man.
This side, man. Comment, like, subscribe, man. Hit that like button, the notification bell. Get those shares up. Subscribe to my guy Nick's and the Star Game podcast. Shouts out to Mary. Shouts out to Spoon.
YouTube, family, man. Yeah. YouTube, Star Game podcast. Also somewhere down there. So you'll see that. Wait. That way, you'll see that guy as well too. I can't do the reverse here.
Yeah, now people know why I do that. Everybody say somewhere down there because it's like, what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Hey, look, him got Billy not real quick. He said fifth round. Xavier Howard. Go down a couple more. Xavier Howard, right? Everyone's talking about Xavier Howard, right? How many interceptions has he had? What's been going on? He was picked in the fifth round. So why do we need to take a cornerback at 10? Right. So the argument against tight end and cornerbacks, man, it's kind of the same thing, man. Man, it's just kind of the same thing. Draft time, right? Man, is this brought to you by wait. What is this brought to you by? I see the blue Gatorade. What's the other one, man? What you got over there? You got what you got with the Gatorade? What you got over there with the Gatorade?
What's it? Sponsored by Ciroc.
Come on, man. You try to get that. I know you got to get. Let's go. We want to spring it into existence.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Ciroc.
Yeah, man. We try and get sponsored, man. This Cowboys fans only show brought to you by Ciroc, man. Premium imported vodka, man. That's what we're doing, man. So, Gatorade.
But yeah, man, right. And man, look, and that's the fun part about this draft and how we talk about it, how we move about it. Like we can always cherry pick any kind of draft pick to work for us in a certain realm to make things happen. What we have to do, but we have to remember what we have to do, guys, Cowboys Nation, is this. We have to build the board the right way and look at it and say, okay, no matter what we're talking about previous drafts, it don't matter as it pertains to these prospects in this draft. Where do these prospects line up in this draft? So we have to move around and see what's really good. Again, when we talk about, and we talked about a lot of corners, right? So let's take the big three, right? Horns the third, Farley, Surtain. But we talked about the Campbells from UGA. We talked about the Asante Samuel Juniors from Florida State, right? And we talked about those guys. Is the separation of those two guys that we can get in the second round worth us getting a pick at number 10 at cornerback? And seeing that's where me and Tuck are banging the table very, very
right.
You can cornerback. How was Diggs? By the way, number one rookie cornerback in pass breakups, interceptions between week 7 and week 17. Like you don't have to go get, and this is a better draft last year, deeper than it is this year at corner. Come on, man.
Right. Because here's the thing. When we talk about picks, we talk about one guy. When y'all talk about corner, y'all talk about 4 to 5. And that shows you that there's no separation. It wasn't in 2016. I was like, man, we can get Jalen Ramsey or we can get blah, blah, blah. Like, no, it was this one guy who stood out. There's who for you guys that saying that we need to address the defense. Who is your Kyle Pitts? I've asked this on Twitter. Who is your Kyle Pitts of defense? Oh, it could be or Farley or Surtain, or it could be J.C. Horn, or kind of like Bar. Okay, so you're throwing out so many different guys, which lets me know there's not that much separation when it comes to these defensive guys.
Bro, there's no Chase Young this year.
Exactly. There's no Chase Young. Like I said, go back to last year. Y'all know how pro CeeDee Lamb I was. I love CeeDee Lamb. I have 2 different jerseys of CeeDee Lamb. I screamed, I yelled, I cuss. Let's say, for instance, Chase Young had slipped to 17. Bruh. I'm like, whoa. What are we doing? No. There's
Go get Chase Young.
There's no Chase Young. That's what I'm saying. If you could show me a Chase Young in this year's draft, I'd be ready to move up. I would be saying, let's move up. That's why I was saying, let's move these draft picks or maybe a Quentin Williams from. I just don't see it. Like I've researched. I've been almost
Tuck. Stop it. You don't see it because it's not dadgummit
there.
Right. And that's the point.
You're right. And I feel like sometimes I'm trying to force myself. I'm sitting there watching certain highlights and film. It's like, all right, so where is it? Where is it? When I was saying that Patrick Surtain was the pick, I was thinking that we were going to make the playoffs possibly. And if he was the fall, like, okay, that would be a good corner to add maybe at 19 or 25 or somewhere around that threshold, but not top 10. Once you get to top 10, man, it's really different because you have to make this pick worth it because honestly, the Cowboys shouldn't be picking top 10 in the future anytime soon. Knock on wood. You know what I'm saying? So since we are here, we need to take advantage of it and get the best player available.
Facts.
Right.
And the biggest thing about it, and as I told everybody, shout out to my guy Lunatic. Man, all that. Soak it in, if you will. Here's the thing. If a quarterback makes it to 10, if a quarterback makes it there, trade down, whatever.
Right.
Outside of that, I'm sticking in the tape. We have to be this is the draft. I just want to make sure that we understand. This is the draft. I don't care about rounds 5 through 7. I don't really care. We're good enough. We're good enough. Look, I'm saying it now. We're good enough.
Right.
Go do what you got to do to come up. 2 through 4, we have 5 picks.
Right.
Turn those 5 picks into 2 seconds or 2 seconds and a third or a late first, a second, and a third. And fix your defense or go about your defense there. That's what matters. That's what happens. Because, again, if we sit here, we go through a scenario, and let's say, okay, we're at 10, and we've been talking about cornerback this or whatever, O-tackle, tight end. If we take the trade down to 20 with the Bears, watch how the doors open. If we're at 20, well, it's Barrymore, it's Bolton, maybe it's Collins. Look, that's whoa. Wait, that's defensive tackles, that's
linebackers,
that's linebackers, that's corners. Like, so if I go from 10 to 20, and all of a sudden I have all these different damn options on defense that lets you know at 10, it's not there. And that's the biggest thing that we're trying to infuse and tell y'all that we have fun with it. And y'all should understand that if you follow us on Twitter, we're tongue-in-cheek a lot. But look, we're tongue-in-cheek with some truth underneath, if you will.
Right.
Is what we are. You gotta get the meat and potatoes by subbing and coming on and listening to us.
Right.
So again, at 10, not really good for defense. You want to trade back? Oh, it opens up. It only opens up because you're getting closer to the second, third, fourth rounds. For defense, it can piss offensive tackle, or hey, my guy, my Dolphins fan, Flea, Billy Knight. Even if Chase is there, sign me up. I'll take Chase over Surtain. Or Farley. I'm taking Chase over those guys.
Period.
But a lot of people don't want to hear that, though.
Right. Why would you do that, Tuck? Because we're adding more weapons. Like I said, it just is what it is, man. More weapons, and we got to take care of what is our primary thing, right? The one thing the Dallas Cowboys do have going for themselves is what? The offense. And we cannot salvage this defense just in this draft. I'm sorry. I wish there was a way we can say, you know what, we're going to get 5 draft picks in the draft, all rookies, put them out there, and boom, everything's fixed. That is not the case. And like my guy Bluff just says, if his name was Pat Smith from Auburn with the same production, he would be seen as a mid-late first. Because here's the thing. If you want to really line things up and have an honest conversation, and like I said, shouts out to my guy DMV, Asante Samuel Jr. is better than Caleb Farley and Patrick Surtain. The only knock on him is that he's not measuring up because he's short. He's 5'10", probably 5'9" with shoes on, or 5'9" without his shoes on. That's the thing, is like, if you want to talk about production from the cornerback position, there's not that much separation. Like, that's just the thing, man. There's no standout guy, guys. This is just the wrong draft for it. I apologize. The wrong draft. No, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. The wrong draft to address it with a top 10 pick, I would say.
So let me ask you this. Since we talked about this guy in general, right? In Parsons, who was considered.
Hold on. Mendoza, you take that back, man. Don't you wish that, Mojo, man. don't you do it. Don't you do that, Ricky Bobby.
Give it to Billy Knight. Give it to Billy Knight. The Dolphins will take
Give
it to the Dolphins.
yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here is the thing, right? We have to understand. I mean, we hope we get busy in free agency. Fair, right? Yeah. We hope to get there. We want to get there. And we want to fix this defense, and we want to have these things happen. And we want the rain, we want the pot of gold. 25 years. We're talking about everything. People just got the faith in Diggs. Oh no, yeah. Look, plenty of faith in Diggs. I think Diggs showed up is going to be even better. I think this scheme is going to fit him tremendously. Oh, my show. Oh yeah, we got to open. I forgot about the box still.
We'll open a pack. Yeah,
man. We're gonna open a pack, man. Oh, we got to. And this is why you really got me here, because you want me to get some packs to start. I know what you got
to open packs, man.
We're gonna open some.
I need Cowboys fan to wish me some good luck, man.
Yeah. We're gonna open some packs of cards. I forgot about that.
We'll do this one, man. It got Zeke on the cover, man. So we'll open a pack of cards and see if I can get me a nice little autograph card out this box, man. See what I get. So we'll
okay, I like it. Yeah. I'm here for it. But let me ask you this. So Parsons, right? Top 5 guy. He's kind of slid down. We're looking like maybe 8 to 13 or 10 to 15 all of a sudden. From the jump, he has campaigned to be here.
Right.
He even campaigned earlier today, even, right? He said, hey, I want to start my career where I ended my college career. Then he had the picture of him in Cowboys Sim or whatever. So you know how that pulls the Cowboys nation's hearts? Oh, this guy wants to be here. Oh, my God. So, and look, and we've talked before. I'm like, man, there's some maturity we've heard, some things I don't know behind the scenes, but that might be some people trying to make him get somewhere. Mm-hmm. Again, AJ Terron. Former Falcon. Yeah.
Right.
Pick last year before us. Neither here nor there. So Parsons at 10. Your feelings, because he's campaigned to be here. There's a need there. There is a need. We've talked about it enough. There's a need. Parsons at 10. He's campaigning. If that's the pick. Because do you think him campaigning means something to the Joneses somewhat or not? What do you think in general?
No, because they're going to have 100 interviews, and a lot of kids are going to say, I want to be a Dallas Cowboy. I don't think that.
Will he be part of the 30? Will he be part of the 30?
Yeah, I think he will. Let's see. Right. We lose you.
All right.
Yeah, I think he will be. Right here. Yeah, I think he will be. So yeah, but I just don't. If he was to slide, I just don't think he would be the pick, man. I feel like Cowboys fan, and I think I said this the other night. You guys really have to prepare yourself for going offense. If it's not Pitts, take Pitts out of the board. I think it will be one of those offensive tackles, whether it's going to be Penny Sewell or Slater. I think it sounds more like a Cowboys move, and you also got to think about pretty much how the Cowboys draft is pretty much what happened last year. And you think about all the different moving pieces with the injuries, with the offensive line, and just different things going on. I feel like that'll be a need. Like, hey, you know what? We got a left tackle or a possible guard. we'll sign them up and bring them in. So,
all right. Well, let me ask you this. So we're talking about draft prospects. We're not even into February. When's the last time you heard a draft prospect, not once but twice in January, tell you that he wanted to play in Dallas? When's the last time you heard a draft prospect tell you
right.
2 times he wants to be
Right.
in Dallas? Maybe Zeke. I remember Myles Garrett at the Senior Bowl, different things. He kind of did some things there. So let me ask you this. Patrick Surtain Jr. or Michael Parsons at 10? Which one?
Oh, Lord.
You got to pick one. You got to pick one.
I would say
Surtain Jr. or Parsons?
I'm going with Surtain, to be honest with
No. I want Parsons.
you. I mean, I was not a fan of Parsons. I didn't see what the big hype was with Parsons. Like
I
even
think,
just watching Penn State and then going back, I just don't see the hype. I mean, if we're going to talk about linebackers per se, there's a lot of linebackers that stand out in my eyes that shoots out above him. I mean,
whoa. I ain't talking about that. There's a lot of cornerbacks. There's a lot of cornerbacks that stand out over Surtain. We're talking about just Surtain versus Parsons.
Right.
Nobody else.
Right. So if we bring in Parsons, where he's going to play the middle linebacker?
Man, maybe. Yeah. I mean, maybe Will. I think middle. I'm gonna go with middle. Right. I'm gonna go with middle.
If I gotta choose those two, I'm going with Surtain though. So let's see.
I'm going Parsons over. Dadgummit Bluff. Yes,
I got you.
Bluff. Yes. I went back earlier today. I didn't know I was going live. I just went back and watched tape, man. And the reason I took this, no pun intended.
You're right. He snuck.
The reason I took this was today I watched. I just went back. I didn't watch any tape. I watched Surtain and Parsons. I just watched Surtain and Parsons. I didn't want to have anything else in my head. Give me Parsons. Give me Parsons over Surtain. Look, Surtain might be great, guys. He might be. I'm not talking down on him. But yes. Bluff, you got me. Yes. See,
I'll have to go with my guy Mendoza, man. Like when I look at linebackers,
no. I'm talking about 10. Bolton's not 10. I'm talking. Don't you move the goalposts.
All right.
Well, don't move the goalposts. I'm talking about a 10.
I'm saying if I have to make like my big board out of linebackers, I think Parsons is maybe like my third, to be honest with you. I like Bolton. I like Collins. I just don't see it in Parsons, man. He doesn't jump off the screen from me. Like
linebacker. I mean, until somebody tells me differently, linebacker is Penn State, right?
Yeah. I mean,
can you name me the Missouri? Bolton's in Missouri.
No, I know Missouri. I'm supposed to hate. I'm supposed to hate. I'm Kansas. I'm supposed to hate everything from Missouri. Besides Alden Smith and Mama Z. Shout out to Mama Z. I can't. Those are the only two things that are cool from Missouri. But I'm saying like, but when it comes to Parsons, bro, like I didn't see the hype with Parsons when everyone was talking about Parsons earlier, like in the season.
Again, I'm not talking about everybody else. I'm talking about Parsons versus Surtain at 10. Bro, it's look, how about this? Don't answer. Look, I don't want you to watch any tape. I want you to pick a day. It's gonna be tomorrow. Pick a day and just say, okay, that day I'm just gonna watch Surtain and Parsons, nobody else, and then we'll jump on and talk about it. Or just inbox.
All right.
Just watch those two guys back to go from there. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. Yeah, my guy Luke from Missouri. He does. He's a smart player, man. Like only thing about Bolton, you can say he's a little short, but that's about it, man. But like I said, if you were to put Parsons up and put Bolton up, dang, all right. You got
hey, what we're doing. What we're doing, sir.
All right, man. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put to the test and watch Parsons and Surtain, man. Dallas says that Collins is the best linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing about Collins' tape, and I challenge you to go watch it, Dallas. Big guy, athletic guy. Show me his hands and how he gets off blocks, and I'll leave it at that.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
True. And that's
do
important.
that. come back, show me his hands.
And that's also important when you don't have two defensive tackles to keep the guards and the centers off the side of the linebacker. So yeah.
But Tuck, we're getting pissed and we're getting Shelvin, so it don't matter.
Right.
We good.
Right. Here's my thing when it comes to defense. If you just give me Shelvin, I'm pretty much cool for the rest of the draft. Like everything else is cool. If you give me Shelvin, I'm perfectly fine. So you can take a Surtain, do a Farley, do whatever you got to do, Cowboys. But if you get me Tyler Shelvin and say, you know what, we're going to secure this middle spot, then I'm cool with the rest of the draft, man. Just give me that one thing. That's pretty much my one guy that I feel like I need for the Dallas Cowboys. Video coming soon on that. But yeah, that's my one.
No. Pay them bills. No, pay the bills again. Say it again.
Yeah. Video coming soon on that. Cowboys fans only on YouTube. Comment, like, subscribe. I appreciate everyone for subscribing. I'm seeing the subscribes go up. And then also follow me on Twitter at JTuck151, man. Be a part of the show, man. And follow my guy, Nick's this way, man.
Hey. Your could be, confusing for people. Just YOUR. That's it.
Right.
_ guy _ Knicks on Twitter, and then man, Star Game Podcast on YouTube. Sub bell.
Right.
Let's go.
I appreciate you guys, man, because you guys are keeping me awake until the fight. That's the hard thing about fight night, man. You get so charged up, man, for the fight. You get food, you get drinks and everything. And then thinking about like, damn, man, they still haven't started fighting yet. It's 11:30. Damn near midnight. So it's like, yeah, man, we're keeping it lit until the fight comes. We're going to continue to watch the fight, man. Got the fight up here. So keep the questions coming, man. Browning has the heights.
Whoa. Oh,
go ahead. Okay.
I want to see, look, from the very beginning, I want to see the cards, but no, go there first. No. You're good. Let me get to the comments. Pay the bills.
Yeah.
Pay the bills with the comments, sir.
What's up?
I said, pay the bills with the comments. Go for it. Collins is the best. Collins' size is impressive. So it said, no, it's not dominant. Well, I don't know. Yeah. All right. So wait. Before you open the box, Michael, put it up. Let's put them big. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Some other stuff.
Let's do it. Let's do it real quick before you open the box.
All right. Tomorrow, I got Chiefs in Green Bay. State Farm Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like I said, y'all. Yeah. Before I let you go, Nick, like I live here in Kansas City, man. So I went to the barber shop, yesterday. Cowboys up, man. Oh, Chiefs fans, they got so many parties for tomorrow. They already got plans what they're gonna do after the game and where they're gonna hit. And they might go to Power and Light District for a little bit, and it's gonna be like all this stuff is going on, man. I'm sitting here in my Cowboy stuff, like that sounds fun. Run it back. That's their hashtag. Run it back, man. Back to Florida.
Oh no. Oh, I got a friend of mine. He was born in KC. He was raised out here in East Texas, whatever. Super duper Chiefs fan. Shout out to my guy AD. But this is going to not end the way that they want it, unfortunately.
Ooh.
It's going to be Green Bay. It's going to be Buffalo Bills. And unfortunately for the Buffalo Bills, it's going to be 0-5 because it's just Aaron Rodgers' time. There's no way on God's green earth that Aaron Rodgers isn't going to lead this game without 2 Super Bowls. Okay. And with that being said, this is the year, because if he doesn't do it this year, it's not going to happen for him. You're right. Well, state, what it is, but it's about him. Look, my guy Patrick Mahomes, he'll be back again. It is what it is. It sounds good. Your guy's not really going to be good. 11-1 on the Bills. Again, the Bills are going to make it do what it do. I don't think. And look, and let me put this out there. Wasn't a big fan of that quarterback at Buffalo. Was not in that draft.
Right.
However, he had a certain Corey Davis that went to Tennessee, and then his stats dropped and big arm, and he was out there. And I was like, I don't know. and then things happen. But the thing about him is kind of like Dak on the same token. He put the work in, that got him a guy, and you see it happen. And you have a and here's the difference between Kansas City and them. They have a coordinator that will do whatever. You watch them against the number one rush defense. They said, you know what? We're just not going to run the ball. We're just going to keep throwing it no matter what.
Right.
You just don't see that ever from anybody. So they adjust better than a lot of people that are left in this draft. So, yeah, man. I mean, look, I'll show up and be wrong. I'll be right here to eat my crow. I think it's Green. I think it's Green Bay, Buffalo, and again, the biggest thing I said on the outset, Tuck, I told you, the home field of Kansas City probably has the best home field advantage of anybody.
Right.
They probably do. They don't have it this year.
I don't care how many.
It's not full tilt. Let's be
right.
clear.
Right. Yeah, it's not full tilt.
When it's full tilt, that shit is rocking.
Right.
So it's not full tilt. Buffalo is a blue collar city with a blue collar. You just look at the runs and things happen. You just like, okay, this is happening. It's going to go down. And look. Yeah, okay, your guy's good to go. Patrick Mahomes, he's cleared. There's no way he wasn't going to be cleared. I watched him stand up with his carotid artery fucked up, and I just ain't going to buy that he's ready to rock all the way. And when you're in these kind of games, one or two bad throws, and it's a wrap. Now this offense is what it is, but I just think I don't know, man. It's just weird. Like you get these teams that are on those runs, and look, and I go all the way back to an NFL group deep in the huddle that I'm in week 10, and a guy put these bets in Vegas, and he was like, "Oh, well, it's like 1-12 for the or 1-10 for the Packers." He put all the lists up and everything, and I jumped into that, and I was looking at it at that time, week 10. It was Buffalo Bills 1-22 to get to there, and I was like, "This one intrigues me in week 10."
Right,
and here we are now. So I said it from the get. I think that Kansas City is vulnerable. I think they kind of sleptwalked through the last half of the season. Honestly, they got lucky to get – look, no matter what y'all want to say about Cleveland or the Ravens, I think they were lucky to get the Browns over the Ravens, to be honest with you. Right. And if we're being completely honest, if they called the penalty the way they should with the earhole shot, with the fumble out of the end zone, it's a different game. I'm just telling you, I think it's different. If Kansas City just walks in and thinks they got it, and I've seen this from – look, and here's the reason why I say it.
I don't think they're going to come in with that mindset, though.
I
don't think they're going to come in. No, they're not going to –
five conference championships and one Super Bowl with Andy Reid. They just got it.
They're going to come in like that. And here's the thing. I feel like Buffalo has to play a perfect game. Kansas City doesn't, because Kansas City has an explosive offense and they can just turn on like that. Is
the quarterback's head really good?
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready.
Look. If A1 P. Holmes, sure. I just don't know. And I don't trust the fact that they're going to let him go out there and play. That's my problem. And
he was going to play from the guards. I
know that, but I'm saying he's not just A1. And if he gets the right kind of hit and he's done, y'all think Chad Henne's going to get it done? No, man. Low key. I'm telling you now.
I say, which Noel you want to see a Super Bowl? Freeman and Stanford Samuels or Nandi?
No matter what, Packers are winning everything. Packers are winning everything, no matter what.
The Packers?
It's Aaron Rodgers' year. Packers are winning everything.
He's on autopilot. We just got to deal with it. It's their turn, and it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Chiefs fans. Another my guy Tyler's a Chiefs fan.
So you going with so what you got? You got Packers and Chiefs?
Packers and Chiefs, and then Chiefs win the Super Bowl. But Chiefs win tomorrow, but they won't cover. That's my bank account. So Chiefs still they recover. So
I'm telling you, no matter what. A-Rod discount double check.
Yeah, I love. Oh, well, hold on. I don't. You're not discount double checking. So I remember a conversation we had this past summer, and it was me and the tag team champ Spoon, and you and Mary
Oh yeah,
were saying that that Rogers was over the hill,
I
and
said long term, I'm taking Dak over A-Rod. I mean, bro, that's facts.
well, yeah, long term, but
That's all I said.
but I feel like short term though, if we wanted to find a bridge guy, what better guy to bring in? He's always familiar with Mike McCarthy.
Even Mike, man, they don't like each other. I don't know.
And I understand why. And I understand why, A-Rod. I fully understand where you're coming from, man. So,
man, open this pack.
Let's open the pack. All right, so let's open the pack of cards, man. We got the.
I am. This is why you got me here, anywheres.
All right, man. Wish me some luck before the Conor McGregor fight starts, man.
Let's go.
We're gonna tune in, man. Let's see what we got, man.
Come on, let's get that. No, tell them what you can get in this pack. You got to tell them what you can.
I can get an autograph, possible Ezekiel Elliott, Herbert, Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, and somebody else is in here. Possibly. So they made the odds. And I saw someone comment, "Are you playing MUT?" Like, no, I used to play MUT, and I realized
how much money on MUT.
Yeah, I wasted way much more money on MUT cars than I was doing this.
I wish you would have met me in 2015 after I spent a shit ton. I'm not going to talk about how much I spent on MUT. I'm not.
It's ridiculous. It's stupid.
Did you spend 4 figures in MUT or no?
Yeah. I'm probably above it this year. And then here's the fun part about it. So they just released the Michael Gallup card and also a new Dak Prescott card. I don't even feel like getting it, man, because I was building a Cowboys Ultimate Team. Yeah. So let's see what we got, man. Let's see these cards. This is the first pack, man. All right. Deontay Johnson. No.
Yeah.
Got a Josh Allen. Speaking of the devil. Okay, Josh Allen. Not bad. Joshua Kelly, rookie card. Okay.
All right.
What we got here? A John Elway.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. A James Proch.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Shaquille Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
And a Daniel Jones, man.
Yeah, I'll burn that shit.
A Daniel Jones and a Calvin Ridley.
Okay.
And then what's the Super Bowl card? All right, that's one pack. All right, come on. We need some more luck, man. Come on, y'all.
Shake it real quick. You gotta shake it real quick.
I had them for like a week, man. I'm kind of nervous, like opening, like, man, I don't know.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so let's see here. Kevin Byard.
No.
Marlon Humphrey. Nah. Chris Jones. You know what I'm saying? I was able to see Chris Jones when he got drafted in 2016. AJ Green.
Wait. Who did we take instead of Chris Jones? We could have took Chris Jones. We took somebody else. Who do we take? Cowboy Jason.
Did Jalen go before Chris Jones?
No, wasn't that? No. Oh, hey, shout out to my guy Tyler said, pull that holographic.
Yeah, I need a hologram.
Yeah, pull that hollow. Pull that hollow.
I need a hologram. Charizard, man. Who did we take over Chris Jones? I thought Chris Jones was second round pick day 2, and we took Jalen day 2 of that draft, right?
I think so.
Yeah. But I thought was Jalen supposed to be before Chris Jones though?
Yeah, Jalen was before Chris.
Okay. Because I was in the theater in Chicago.
But hey, we still got Jalen though. It's okay.
Aaron Donald and then Brian Urlacher.
Man, fuck Urlacher. Let's go.
All right.
Come on. We need that hollow. Come on. We need an auto. No, we need an auto. We need an auto.
Man, shout out to the guy on my timeline, man. He pulled that Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott double autograph, man.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw that shit earlier.
Yeah. So it's like, man, come on. Let's see what we got. We get some luck. Damian Tomlinson. Okay.
LT, yeah.
Paris Campbell.
Yeah.
Jared Stidham. Okay.
Come on, Tuck.
Yeah, Terrell Davis and Rod Smith Thunder and Lightning card. Okay, still not autoed. LaMichael Pirine And a Kyler Murray. It would be nice to get this Kyler Murray if it was auto, though. It's not auto.
That's all right. Is it Kyler Murray rookie or just
no.
Oh, well. All right, never mind. Next.
Landon Collins. All right. Come on, man.
How many more packs we got?
We got 4 packs left, man.
All right, we got time. We got time here. We need hollows and autos. Hollows and autos. Let's go.
Hollows. A hologram and an auto, man. Let's see here. Come on, Cowboys Nation. We've been through enough this year, man. Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. Yeah.
Whatever.
Jamison Crowder. No. Drew Lock.
Fuck Drew Lock.
Raekwon Davis.
Yeah.
Damon Arnett. Oh man.
That's
Matt Ryan. And Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner.
Terrible pack. That's right. That's the funk pack. Next pack's gonna be fire.
It's like that was the playing Mutt, man. When you playing Mutt and get all these gold parts, he's like, man, you didn't tell me there's no Randy Moss in here. Let's spend $100 for Randy Moss.
Hey, man, like my guy Mike just said, big money, no whammy. Here we go, right here. No whammy,
man. Conor McGregor starting to head out here. Yeah, so Jalen went 2 to 3 picks before Chris Jones. Ain't that a damn shame? Tony Gonzalez, Chiefs. All right. I think I saw a hollow coming. Vance McDonald.
Yeah, he just retired.
Devin Singletary. I kind of a hollow, a Gardner Minshew. All right. Way to go.
I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, he's not gonna be the starter no more. But
Chase Claypool.
All right.
Scary.
Should be a rookie. Should be a rookie card on Chase.
Yeah, that's a rookie. Terry McLaurin. Mike Allstott, Saquon Barkley. All right. I need an auto, man.
Come on.
Got 2 packs left, Cowboys Nation. We're going to get to the fight.
Let's get an auto. Come on, let's get an auto in here.
I need an auto, man. I just need one big auto, and we can be done, man. Let's see here. At least I got my Diggs and CD autos. That's cool. Sony Michel, Javon Curse. Ed Reed. Nope. Here's a hologram kind of Henry Ruggs. Okay.
Little Ruggs. Okay.
Give me a little bit in Oakland or in Vegas. Devin Asari. Not sure what that is. From Patriots. Alvin Kamara. Adam Thielen. And Cowboys player Michael Gallup.
Gallup.
Yeah. So don't jinx me like that, baby. If I get an autograph Carson Wentz, I'm gonna be done, man. All right, last pack, man. All right, last pack.
Right, here we go. Come on, man.
I need a Zeke. I need a Dak. I need a Justin Herbert. I need something, man.
Look, I know you brought me in here and trying to get me on board with this, but now I'm like,
I'm
good.
Yeah, Philip Lindsay, Sam Hubbard, Philip Rivers retirement card. Oh, got kind of a hollow here. And let's see here. Oops. Got Aaron Rodgers. Okay. I mean, Aaron Rodgers. So if he wins the Super Bowl, maybe it'll go up a little bit. Let's see. Come on. It would be nice if it's autoed. Jake Fromm.
From State Farm.
Yeah, Jake Fromm from State Farm. Marvin Jones Jr., Kenyon Drake, and Ryan Kerrigan. Struck out, man. Struck out. Let's see, what is this, though? But I can click on this and possibly win tickets to the Super Bowl, though. So who knows?
Oh, yeah. I mean, click on that. Bro, that's not good enough. We need, look, I think we need another box.
Oh no, man! I want to test my luck, man. Walk away.
I mean, that box was not kosher.
Yeah, man, they got me. So I think the only thing I got was I don't know, what did I get in here, man? I'm gonna walk away from the table, man. I know that's why these boxes have been sitting here for a week. I've been trying to wait for some good luck stuff to happen. I'm like, all right, today's my day. But yeah, man. So I've been getting to this card collecting thing a little bit, dibbling, dabbling, and
it's all right. But I'm gonna double down. You got your car connect out there in KC. I got my car connect down here in 903.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit my guy. I'll hit my guy up. I'll tell you what.
All right.
I will match it. I will double down. I will get a box. I'll get a couple boxes.
All
and
right.
We'll do the same. We'll run it back.
All right. We'll run it back. We'll run it back, man.
I'll run it back on my dime.
Yeah, because the only thing I really got was this Joshua Kelly rookie, but it's not auto though. So
let me get a couple hollows in there. Hey, look at the draw.
Look at the draw, man. Look at the draw, man. So I got a few more. I got 4 more boxes in here that I might run, man. Let's see what happens. So we'll see, man. But
run a box. Run a box. It's not good enough. Run a box. Hold on.
All right, Cowboys.
Let's ask. Hold on. You got
y'all want to run another box, man?
Yeah. Run another box. Let's see.
All right. Let's try it.
I think you should run one.
All right. Let me try it. We run one more, man. I need better luck than that one.
That's not good. It was cool. It was kosher. Run another box, man.
As a Cowboys fan, man, it's just been a rough year when it comes to football.
We're in 21 now. We're going to turn right here, right now. We're going to turn the tone.
We're going to set the tone.
The corner.
For 2021. All right.
We're going to turn the corner.
All right. No whammies, man.
Right there. No whammies. Put it up there. No. Don't even open it. Get it. No whammies. Right. We're going to put it up there right now.
All right. Come on.
Let's go. Come on. Same kind of box. What kind of box you're opening here?
Different one. This is a Panini Contenders box. So one autograph or a rookie ticket. It could be from the rookie class from this past season. So which is a pretty good class, much better than class in this year. So let's see.
See what we got. How many packs are in that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, let's go. All right, let's go.
No blooded, man. Mendoza said fight fitness star. I got the fight on. So are you much of a UFC fan though? Are you much of a UFC fan?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been in the game for a while. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. So I got this Colin Murray season ticket. Okay. Let's see here. Who is this? Joey Bosa. Okay. Chris Godwin. All right. Cortland Sutton.
Man.
And then that Noel, if y'all can see that.
No. Don't put too close. Look to the right. To your left a little bit. There you go.
Ramsey. Okay. And then got the Brady. Okay.
All
right. It's a little bit better.
Starting off a little bit better.
Then we go to Drew Lock. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever. Yeah, whatever, Drew.
And Cam Newton winning ticket. Not sure what that is.
All right, let's set it aside. First pack a little bit better though.
Much better. That's a huge upgrade, man. But yeah, I like UFC, but I just can't get in UFC like I do boxing, man. Like it's just a different feel.
Yeah. Well. I'm a boxing guy, but until they get a lot of things happen. I like UFC for sure, but low key, yeah, man, bruh, I am all the way about boxing way more. No ifs and buts about it.
Yeah, keep those questions coming, man. We still cooking, man. I'm just
we're going to just
DJ Moore, which is one of the draft picks I wanted that draft versus
that was my pick cat, bro.
DJ Moore,
that was my. You know what's crazy because we were both we didn't know each other. We were both in the building there, though.
Right.
Me, Spoonie, you, we were there. We probably brushed fucking shoulders.
Didn't even know it. That's
Didn't even know it.
Ryan Fitzpatrick,
Mm.
Tyrann Mathieu. I kind of like these cars though. Marquise Brown.
I mean, I like Tyrann Mathieu and the Cowboys jersey, but they're here nor there.
Aaron Donald.
Oh, AD.
Derrick Henry. Are we getting somewhere? Oh, Spoon.
Oh, let's go.
Route 33. Spoon.
Route 33. Yeah, Route 33.
Let's see here. And then what is this? Brett Favre. Okay.
I mean, I got that Favre rookie.
Yeah, Brett Favre.
Ain't worth it, but whatever.
Come on, man. I need.
Yeah, we're gonna pull auto. Bro, we're gonna pull auto. Bro, you're gonna pull auto. I believe it's
gonna be in this pack right now, man. It's gonna be the auto right here in this pack.
I feel the auto.
Let's see here. Another Aaron Rodgers. TJ Watt, who's a Cowboy.
Well, you know, they weren't defensive end.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Hey, Zeke.
Zeke there. Let's see here. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Khalil Mack.
Mm.
And that boy with 0 catches, Michael Thomas.
Well, I mean, he had a whole lot of catches before. I mean, he was hurt. I mean, look, Drew Brees had a torn rotator cuff and 15 broken ribs or whatever. I don't know.
And then rookie of the year, James Robinson contender card. All right, how many packs we got? We got 2 more packs, man.
Come on, 2 more. Come on, man.
Need the auto. I need the auto. Come on, man.
I mean, the auto outsets everything. That's all we need.
Right.
One time. One time. One time.
Big auto, man.
One time.
Just like
you know what? You know what I think? Maybe a P. Holmes auto.
Oh yeah, man. You a P. Holmes auto, man.
Maybe a P. Holmes auto.
Brendan Cooks, Tyler Lockett, Nick Chubb, another Saquon. So a question for you, Nick. You like James Robinson for next year?
Man. Sure, as a prospect, love him. Love him as a prospect, for sure. Let some things happen in Cowboys Nation and let me see where we're at. But no, as a prospect, yeah, absolutely. Love him.
Got a Van Jefferson rookie ticket.
Okay.
And then a James Morgan, man. All right, last pack.
Come on. Here it is.
It gotta be an auto here.
It's gotta be here. It's gotta be here.
The golden ticket, man. Let's see here. Miles Sanders for the Eagles. No thanks. Joe Mixon.
Man, in my Madden right now, Joe Mixon's a 99 because I'm playing with the Bengals.
He goes hard. Tre'Davious White. Josh Allen.
Okay, well, I mean, you know,
yeah, the one for the Jags.
No, okay,
yeah. Terry McLaurin, Matthew Stafford, okay, and then Drew Brees, and then we rammed out. Womp womp womp. Womp womp womp.
Damn.
This might be a short-lived hobby, man.
Tuck, how many more boxes do you have?
I have 3 more boxes, man. But one more of the Zeke ones that I just did, and then I got a NBA one, man. Maybe my luck's in basketball, man. So
well, I saw you're my player, New York Knicks, like you said, hey, I'm here for you.
I got the Knicks on my back, man. Knicks on my back. But I'm good because like I said, I got this Diggs here, and then I also got this CeeDee Lamb auto, man. So
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. I mean, hey, there's the winner chicken dinner.
Yeah, Diggs in there. But hey, man, I appreciate you guys. I'm about to go watch this fight, man. So once again, Nick, tell everybody where they can find you at, my guy.
Well, I mean, Tyler Edwards just said, like I said a few weeks back, Matt Stafford, new Dallas QB.
He missed the whole beginning. No, he won't be
At all. But with that being said, Twitter, your _guy_Nicks. Come follow me. YouTube, SAR Game Podcast, sub bell. Facebook, SAR Game page, group, do what you do. Come follow me. And of course, as always, CFO. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Cowboys fans only on YouTube. And I appreciate all your guys' support, man, for rocking with your boy. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel, and also find me on Twitter at JTuck151, man. So I appreciate you guys, man. Hope you guys have a great night. We're gonna get to watching this fight. Looks like McGregor's doing his thing. I got McGregor winning, right? You got McGregor winning this fight?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
They got Connor winning, man. So it is what it is, man. But I appreciate you guys, man. We'll be back on next week. Like I said, Tuesday night on my channel, I have DMV on. So we're gonna dive deeper into the draft, man. He's a sharp draft guy. So bring those draft questions, man. We're gonna keep it lit, man. As we do, man. Appreciate you guys. Have a good evening, man. Peace.
Ciroc.